We back in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn, R.I.P. Nipsey.
The last song.
Nipsey.
Who was the last song?
Huh?
The last song. Who was that?
What?
Nipsey.
Yeah, I never heard the song before. Who was it?
Nipsey Fool?
Both.
All three records with Nipsey.
No.
Man, check this nigga
The
right
last, the last song had two different people or one person?
One
That's
person.
one person.
He just sounds so different, bro.
It does sound different.
And the
Downy.
disrespect
Is
for
that,
some Central Way.
is that one of the older songs?
Yeah, that was his first tape. Like, I don't give a damn.
I
That
don't give a
tape full.
fuck.
So many memories, way. So many fucking memories.
It just trips me out, bro. Like how much the engineer in music is overshadowed, bro.
It's the magician, dog.
No one-
Engineer is the magician.
It's like the most underappreciated job, and like probably.
Yeah.
I have a homie. One of my best friends is an audio engineer, right?
Yeah.
And he's done songs with all the big people, and like this was still, it's like a regular job for him, and these other people are fucking on tour, living their best life,
Doing it.
He's just still in the studio every day, putting in work.
Yeah, let me
They sound completely different.
get your mic up a little bit, way.
I thought it was
Come up a little bit.
I thought it was two different people.
Yeah.
Nah, they be working with the craziest deadlines too, fool. They be like, fucking, I need this shit tonight, and they be running with those timelines, dog.
And then when do artists want to record?
Fucking at night, yeah.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning,
Yeah.
dog.
Not everybody. I think some of the smarter artists, they do work daytime.
Yeah, but that's rare.
Yeah, it's
but
rare.
Okay, if you're
The good ones.
if you're starting to be a rapper, right?
Yeah.
When you think of rap, when do you think the session? What time?
Nighttime.
And you're gonna invite your homies.
1 a.m. But you book it at fucking 7 p.m., but you get in the studio actual booth at 1 a.m. right before the time ends.
And then you gotta drink, you gotta smoke, you
After
gotta
you
catch
drink,
a
you
vibe.
Catch a vibe. You gotta pretend like you're not insecure in front of your friends.
Dog.
like you're not shy.
Yeah. Because rappers are some of the most insecure.
Yeah, they are,
motherfuckers
fool.
on the
Can you
planet.
imagine all the bullshit audio engineers here, fool? They hear the most bullshit shit ever, dog. And they actually, I think artists clicking up with the good audio engineer, fool, is always fucking
magic.
crucial, dog.
Yeah, because
It's
they
crucial.
always talk about the producer and the beats, but the audio engineer is so important. Is my
Very
shit not
important.
working or what? Why keep looking at me like that?
Huh?
It's working or no?
Not working.
Yeah, I hear you.
But like also too, like when you're the audio engineer, you got a person, whether it's the homie, the manager, whatever, or the rapper telling you how to do your job, and you went to school
For it.
to like do fucking major.
Like, boost it up.
They're like, oh, I can't hear. Like, bro, there's like 7 different drafts before we get to the final one. Like, I haven't even added all this.
But also
shit.
more than that, you have to learn how each artist works. Each artist
Yeah.
is so different, and you got to be able to punch them in at the right time. Go over where he says that verse number 1. You got to memorize all that shit too.
Yeah, it's a crazy job.
lot.
Yeah, engineers don't get enough credit for because they are the magicians behind it.
Yeah, shout out to all the engineers.
They could turn a rapper that is a fucking boring ass flow into some like Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Playboy Cardi.
How many songs was on that Playboy Cardi?
30.
30,
bro.
I'm fine. All that as hell, so it took me a while to get through it.
I couldn't.
You finished it?
I couldn't get through
I
it.
haven't finished it.
Didn't some of the bro? I have the record for that fucking soundbite for my anything I say here. Didn't it feel like some of the songs? I only got maybe to like the first 12. That didn't it feel like they were unfinished or they were just like instrumentals almost?
I think Playboy Cardi is just wild like that. He's gonna give you these fucking orthodox beats everywhere. I don't
And
know.
I think that's the age of music too. That kind of style of rap. That's
like-
what it's at. Like just off free shit, like off the top, off the dome, and just
And
fucking.
a lot of it
publish
was
that
like
shit.
2 minutes. For if you look at this, a lot of it was 2 minutes. Some of them were a minute. I actually like that. Just, give me just 2 minutes of that. I don't want to be 4 minutes, 3 fucking.
No, what we were talking about last pod.
Yeah.
That back in the day was 3 verses on a song. Fool. Now it's like fucking a verse and a half.
Just give me 1.5, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I think
crazy.
3 verses is just too much. For like our attention span is pretty
For
fucking
sure.
whack
It's,
right now.
it's wired, dude. That's just fucking whack the fuck out, dog.
Yeah.
I didn't play it after the first time though.
Nah.
Nah, I haven't revisited it. You guys?
Nah, I haven't either, dude. To be
Okay.
Only
honest.
the one the weekend one.
I got to 16 full, and after that, I quit.
You were like, fuck
Yeah,
this
for
shit.
sure.
Yeah, I think the weekend one was pretty dope.
That one was
That-
fire.
that one
dog.
was fire,
That's probably the
fool.
standout for
Yeah,
the. Even though Kendrick was on the album, I think the weekend one
The
was
weekend
standout.
one was
Yeah,
just chef's kiss right there.
You know what's crazy to me? Fucking, going through this whole Kendrick and Drake thing.
You
that
hear Kendrick? You
I
got
heard,
triggered.
Like the opposite happened. Like I heard Kendrick.
He
I'm
was
like,
like this, listening to Playboy Cardi. Who the fuck is this right here?
I was listening to the whole album, and then Kendrick came on. I'm like, oh my god, thank God, finally someone who can rap. So I'm like, fuck, about time. I was like, I was listening to it with my son. My son's 14.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, the first verse. Finally, it's something makes sense here. Like the rest was too obscure and like so artsy it was too artsy for me. Yeah.
Do you think we're too old for that music? Because
Yes.
that was a big thing. But
Yes,
then, but
for
then
sure.
everybody was calling that Playboy Cardi is 30 plus years old. He ain't a young spring chicken.
Yeah, but I think rap in general, like sports, is for young people. It's like 19 to 26 is like.
My opinion, like that album is just like fucking rock style of rap, where it's just like
It's a vampire,
music.
no?
Yeah, you're right. It's like the vampire persona. He plays out that vampire with the Sia back to back for it.
Well, it's like punk rap. I would call it
Like
punk rap.
Yeah,
Punk
yeah.
rap. It goes against the norm.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that we have that. You know, we lost Extentacion that was also really good with like
Raw.
his own style of rawness. You know, even like Don't Look. I think Look at Me.
Look at me.
It was not even mixed. So I
that shit-
hate that it sounds like shit.
But that shit sounds
But that
fire
shit's like-
live like that, even though it's
Yeah,
unmixed, fool.
fool.
It's just
I still remember him performing that record.
yeah,
Like, it's just
the
stuck in my head.
punchiness in it because it's raw.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. My rest in peace to the young cat right there. But I think we lost a big one right there. We lost a generational talent.
I think so too, dude.
Yeah, because right now, new generational talent, it is Playboy Cardi. Because after him, there's nobody else. Like
You consider him new?
as a generational, yeah, because he's kind of like after the Travis Scott, Kendrick era. He's like after that. I consider him that way. And you know what shocked me? That he's signed to ASAP Rocky. I was like, damn, ASAP is over here, and he don't even gonna rap no more. Please don't rap no more, fool. Like we heard enough.
Yeah, for sure. I
ASAP Rocky
agree.
needs to retire.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky needs to retire. Let's clip this shit up. Yeah, I just feel even after his Rolling Loud performance, I was like, yeah, my guy, he's just shout out to Rihanna holding you down. Fancy Beauty, it is fire. But what else we got, folks? Today we got who do we got in the studio today? We got the infamous MAGA supporter, our favorite in Southgate OG.
Mo.
We got Mo in this motherfucker. What? Who loves us? Full low key. I must admit, wait, you shine better with us than with your own crew.
I don't really have a crew anymore.
Oh, you dumped him?
Solo
Well, they dumped
dolo.
you. Controversial.
I would never. I keep it
Disclose. He's professional, guys. He's a professional.
Yeah. No, this is just for the homies. I just feel like I could only handle one pod myself right now.
Yeah. You had two, right?
I had the Brown Militia and then the Lit Outlet.
Shout
I'm
out to
just
you.
gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep doing fucking the Lit
Cold
Outlet.
Media, of course.
The Lit Outlet podcast. Follow me, the Lit Outlet on Instagram. Just doing interviews, people that I fuck with, and then I'll be out here with you fools, ready to fucking clip farm with the homies.
Who loves the Black Magic? He's here for the Black Magic, for the quality.
You know what? I was gonna say this. I was gonna say this off camera and save it for our interviews. But like, I like being in this room because I feel like I'm with professionals, with like real shooters, with people who are really like.
Shoo! Allegedly, homies. Allegedly.
I feel like I'm here and I can learn from you fools. You know, a lot.
Oh, likewise, bro.
A lot of times I feel like I interview fools and it's their first podcast, or I got the homies and they're just doing it because they're the homie. You know, like I feel like we're all on the same path, same trajectory or whatever. So I enjoy being here with you motherfuckers. Even though I love talking shit to Prime.
And I was gonna say, fool. You probably know this, but Prime talking shit. That's his way of telling you he misses you too.
I
Dog.
know, right? That is, I fuck with you.
That's the Mexican way.
I know a bunch of fools like this. Like, in public, he's a hater, but he go, oh, thank God this fool's
There's
here.
a bunch of like him. Huh? There's a bunch.
Bunch of fools like that.
There's only one guy, right?
Well, shit.
You know what I mean?
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed South Central guy. Shout out to the full community. Hey, they stamped it for him. They
Hey,
stamped
for real, I don't know why they put that shit on.
it. It's just crazy.
Let me find out you run the fucking page. You got the password. You put that shit yourself.
I just woke up to the collapse. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate you, fool.
He trademarked that shit, dog.
Yeah,
funny,
so we also got the homie 9011.
911,
911. My bad.
We'll give
Every
me two extra
time.
zeros, dog.
Every time.
We got the homie David in this
What's up,
motherfucker.
everybody?
We got Marvin, the mafioso in the back. And then we got the new intern.
Shooter.
We have a new shooter.
Little Damien over there.
14-year-old. You 14 already?
Yes, sir.
14-year-old shooter right here.
Damien.
In the mix. Yo, what's up with the camera though?
Put it to work, Pop. Put it to work.
Nah, I'm not fucking with you. What's with that camera though?
What do you got, the EOSR over there?
Nah, you got the Mark 4, right? The
Yeah,
Mark 4?
5D,
the Mark
5D.
5D way. With that camera, I put in so much fucking work, dog. So, hey, that's a crazy
That's a
camera
good
right
relic.
there.
That's a relic.
It's a great motherfucking, a lot of memories with that camera. Yeah, welcome back, phone. How was everybody's week? How was everybody's weekend?
I was at Dodger Stadium, out there with the baseball team.
Ready for the glizzies that way? Like, fuck it.
You know what? Before the Dodger game, I went to Moo's Barbecue.
Yeah.
Have you been there before? Moo's
Nah, where's that
Barbecue?
at?
Where at?
It's in, I think that's Boyle Heights, Lincoln Heights. It's super
Oh, dude, I think I've seen it.
super close to the park.
Yeah.
It's fire though. It's fire. I recommend
Fire?
it. You guys should try it. It's like real Texas barbecue, but It's fire.
I heard it's like a heavy meal, no?
Oh yeah,
That's what I heard.
Yeah. You can get the itis after, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
It has to be heavy food. It's Texas.
That's how it's good.
That's my only thing that going to Texas. I did not try the fucking.
Oh damn, for real.
Fucking conejo, that food fucking pissed me off. He didn't want to drive all the way over there. I think it was Ray's. Ray's? There's one spot.
Yeah,
that
Ray's
I think in
barbecue.
Houston.
Terry Black's? Oh no,
Maybe
Houston.
Somewhere in Houston. Where I'm like, damn.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, but shout out to all you fat fools out there, dog. I'm in my journey over here, dog. I started okay.
If
So
we eat healthy one day, don't talk your shit.
You're on the Ozempic or what?
hey, pretty soon, shout out to the homie G Money. Oh shit, did it go down?
Yeah, it did. All of it.
What do you mean?
Did it go down?
What did?
Oh, the mics went down.
No.
It's on?
I could hear.
I hear everything.
I don't.
But
That's ours.
you probably unplugged it.
Yeah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. I just interviewed a fucking G Money, and he talked about the Ozempic.
Talk about the Ozempic King, G Money. How was that for
Well,
your interview?
He calls it Foozempic.
Foozempic?
Yeah. And basically, he was just telling me how that fools be hating on him because it's like cheating, you know. But basically, it just doesn't make you hungry.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it limits your hunger, right?
Yeah. But I also saw another video today because I've been doing research on it.
Fool was like, that's why you invited him on.
He said, hey,
Low key.
Promo code.
He started doing research after he took it. He started doing research after he took it.
So
what's
funny
the
'cause
pros and cons?
This video just popped up today, and it's like basically some fool hating on Ozempic, and it's like lizard venom.
Damn.
GLP-1, whatever the chemical is like lizard venom, and it goes into your stomach, and it does something to your stomach. Like,
Does it shrink it?
and it kills this hormone, the hunger hormone, which is like Melgin, some sort of hormone. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it just eliminates it. And it's specific type of lizard venom.
Yeah.
That's
Damn, that's wild, fool.
Weird.
How do you come up with that shit? Like, I didn't try this venom here.
Well, the Kardashians tried it first, huh? They opened it up to the market. Now you got the fools doing it. Damn. But you know what? I don't hate on homies that find their own way, dog. Because I'm pro finding your own way. Like if you whatever you're gonna do for your own health. Because the homie was pretty big, without me.
Yeah, I think he lost like almost 100 pounds already.
That fool was a big ass motherfucker. I was like, damn. And dog. Hey, to me, yo, whatever works for you.
Meth?
If it's in a,
I mean, hey, it could work.
It could work. Homie. A little bit of meth, a little bit of Ozempic, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Shout out to G Buddy.
He hits himself with the Ozempic, hits the pookie, goes in the gym.
To the Planet Fitness. Yeah, but to me, I don't hate on it. I think shout out to everybody that finds their way. You know, as long as it's the right decision for you, and you know, you stand with the consequences, because who never knows how that affects you. Because I did hear that it eats your bone. I heard a lot of shit.
Yeah, but the bone density thing, I heard about that too. But when you lose weight, you lose bone too.
Yeah.
The heavier you are, the more stronger your bones have to be, so they become stronger.
That's
so
true.
as you lose weight, your bones don't have to be as strong no more. So I don't know. There's a lot of pros and cons. At the end of the day, what you want to avoid is the diabetes, the high blood pressure, getting your foot cut off. Like Lonzo Ball's dad just got his foot cut off.
No way.
That fool said that he was eating a cake a day, a whole cake to himself,
Fuck, dog.
and like 20 cookies, 24 cookies, 10 donuts a day. He's a big ass fool, right? But eventually the diabetes, he wasn't doing no medication.
Yeah.
And they cut off a few toes, then his ankle,
Right.
and now it's like up to here.
I have like 2 homies that's happening right now. They're like in their 40s and they're losing a couple toes by now.
So if you have to take Ozempic or whatever it is to like not be hungry and not crave sugar, like I'm all for it. Dog.
So
I have a sugar craving for
So
sure.
you feel like you're gonna maybe try it or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you fools.
It's cool.
Hey,
I'm
that's
gonna be
cool, bro.
honest.
I support that
I'm gonna be
shit.
honest right now. I've already said it on my podcast, but I'm on my second week.
Oh shit!
So
Any side effects?
Breaking news.
Side effects, Will?
diarrhea, dog.
Shit! You better check that fucking couch for you leave.
Diarrhea. So the first week I got myself right here, boom, and then that same day I ate. The next day I was eating. I'm like, this shit's not working for me. This shit's not working for me. And then 4 days in, I was like, I woke up on a Saturday
hungry?
and I was like, I'm not hungry, dog.
Damn.
And then whatever, I waited till like 2 or 3 p.m. to eat, and then like 12 hours after, I came home and I fucking had diarrhea like crazy.
Damn.
On this last Sunday too, after I came home from Dr.
You had diarrhea from shit that was stuck since like Thanksgiving.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Thanksgiving is
like-
crazy,
There
dog.
was some of that turkey and shit still
I
in that
think so,
shit.
fool.
dog.
Is it
So-
that controllable diarrhea or like, oh shit, I gotta go now?
It was a little bit controllable.
You get extra wipes?
I just know that every
buy more
extra
wipes?
hell yeah. I keep a box on me, dog. Yeah, keep that thing on me. It was one of those things where like I could wait to get home. I waited to get home and then I handle my business. But I was up like once an hour for like the whole night. And that kind of fucks with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the doctor told me if it fucks with you here, try doing your leg.
Yeah.
So today it's been a week already. I did my leg today. Boom, hit my leg.
I hear that whenever you get that shot, like it gets hardened up. That's happening to you or not?
Not really.
Oh shit.
Hey, since that first day, how often do you get hungry now? Once a day?
Well,
twice
I don't really get hungry. And then what G Money told me too when I interviewed him, he goes, eventually,
get some scante with it.
Eventually,
double dose it.
He's all like, I was eating pizza and this and that, but then after you feel like shit, and it's true. Like I had barbecue on Sunday after.
You had barbecue during that shit?
Yeah, like I tried it on Tuesday.
Damn.
On Tuesday, I took my first shot, and on Sunday, I had barbecue. And for the whole rest of the day, fool, I felt like
shit.
ass. Today, I had like leftover pizza. Because I'm big on not throwing away food. Like my dad just doesn't let us throw away food. So we had pizza like on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me eat this shit. And then I had like 4 or 5 slices.
What kind of pizza though?
Pizza Hut.
Okay.
And then like for the all day today, I've been feeling nasty.
Damn.
So like he's like, you have to eat good stuff or else you're gonna feel like shit because you're only gonna eat once a day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's true what he's saying.
You're in your second week right now?
Yeah, today was my second.
And
beginning of my second week.
How far how's the process? Like how long are you gonna wait to do that and then stop?
Well, I'm in the process of also getting like weight loss surgery.
Oh shit!
Where they make your like my stomach is probably this big. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make. They said they're gonna
only this big.
Yeah, it's probably like this big. I got a cow stomach. I got a cow stomach. But yeah, they're gonna give me like the doctor told me, he goes like you're gonna have like basically a baby stomach, and it's gonna grow again eventually. You have to be careful, whatever this and that. But
that's a gastric thing.
Yeah, gastric bypass or sleeve. It's basically a biometric something.
So you're doing both of those.
So they told me I have to do this first. They can't just go straight into the surgery. So you got to do the Ozempic first. I got to take 6 months of nutrition dietitian classes once a month, and then after I get through all that, then if I still want to do the surgery, then I could do the surgery. So they want to see if I could do it like semi-natural first. Semi-natural.
I mean, have you tried going that route, the full natural way? Eating healthier?
I've lost 100 pounds before.
Damn. Okay.
When I broke
Stress.
up. When I finally
why can't you do that again?
Marvin's room. Drake.
I get it. Connection. I feel
connections.
When I finally broke up with my baby mama, I lost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
I lost 100 pounds.
Were you just not eating?
It took me like 2 years.
Or you were working out or not?
I will go to the gym like 3 hours.
That was depression hitting.
Yeah, for sure.
That or you wanted a crazy rebound chick, right?
And I did. I came back up.
You want to show her?
I'm gonna go shirtless.
I was like fat my whole life, and then I got skinny, and I was getting all sorts of bitches I could never get before.
Yeah.
You know, like so it was cool, but you know, I will wake up in the morning like at 7, take my son to school, go to work at 9, get out at 6, go to the gym till 9, get home at 9:30, and my son will be asleep. But I did that shit for like 2.5 years.
Damn.
And my son went from like 4 to 7.
Yeah.
And I felt like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
So my dad's like, hey, you're spending too much time in the streets. Like, you need to go to the gym just once or twice a week. So once and twice a week turned into once and twice every 2 weeks, then once every other month, and I slowly went back to normal. So
but 3 hours is crazy though.
Yeah, I was going hard. Well, I lose a lot of weight. And I started having like a little crew, like fools would come work out with me because like, hey, you know,
consistent.
That's the best way, from my opinion.
That little buddy system.
Yeah, I had a buddy system for sure. But then I'm like, damn, you know, I am ignoring my son. Like, I need to spend more time with him. So it's hard to juggle all that shit together.
Yeah,
it is.
For sure.
I think the buddy system works for me. Like I had a homie that we would work out. You know, so like it pushes you. So he's holding you accountable. For like
you gotta hey,
build weight.
I can't go today because I'm like, stop being a bitch. I'll see you at the gym. You better be there. Like, oh fuck, I gotta go now. Because you're always gonna find an excuse not to go. I'm tired. My head hurts. I forgot my gym clothes. I used to go to the fucking. I used to forget my shoes, and I would work out. I used to wear like a button up and slacks and dress shoes. I used to still work out in the shoes.
I bet you're one of those foods that would be wrapped up with a plastic bag in the belly.
Oh, like the big. I did.
You know, like, I was in the sauna. Like, I did. God, like you gotta work out. Actually, stop being. There's foods that you stay in the sauna all fucking day, thinking like. Dog, you're 400 pounds. You're not gonna lose that weight, homie.
I'm about to sweat it out.
You're not gonna sweat it out. If anything, you're gonna trigger where your body holds the water, right?
It retains water. Yeah,
because you're dehydrated. Yeah.
So you see a lot of people. I'm like, dog, you gotta work it. Actually,
it's funny because now I make fun of foods, but I did go through my. You ever seen the gym glove eras where your fingers stick out? The gloves to lift weights.
Oh shit!
I was like, bro, I'm getting blisters, dog. I need to buy some gloves.
Yeah.
For like 2 months, I wore them. I'm like, my shit's. What the fuck am I doing, dog?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think for me, with the buddy system does work. To me, it would help me out because I had this homie named Ruben. That fool he would change his whole schedule to meet me at the gym, and I'm like, fuck. So I had no choice but to make it happen, fool. And that should help me out because the time he had to work out. before I was not shy against the gym, but I would go to the gym and just only use the machines I knew.
Yeah.
I felt like embarrassed trying to use a new machine. I didn't know how to work it.
It is embarrassing when
right?
The other day I got on, me and my girl go to the gym sometimes, and I got on this machine that you have to like lay down and then stand up.
Yeah.
And I got stuck. And then I couldn't get out of it. And I was all like, nobody was looking at me, fool. But it felt like the whole gym stopped to look at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you feel stupid in the gym.
But yeah, once you get over that, like nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares, bro. Everybody's there.
Fat niggas in this bitch.
And fat bitches.
Everybody there's in their own head. Everybody's insecure about themselves, not about nobody else.
Yeah.
Everybody's in their own head.
The gym community is actually pretty dope.
I actually
sometimes you'll see the big gorilla be like, oh, who probably thinks I'm a fat fuck, and he's like the nicest.
They're the
guy
nicest
there.
dudes ever. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this, bro.
No, a lot of them actually like they want to talk to people. Like for me, you do get like a lot. You talk to make friends and shit, like people that come. But for me, I don't like to talk to people for the most part. Like leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's why you don't get fucking good Salvi food.
That's why you don't get that extra curtido.
That's why you don't get curtido at the Salvi spot.
But yeah, I go back to the gym on Wednesday. This Wednesday.
That's what's up.
My son, for the first time with my son. This is the first time. So probably in 2 months I should be back to where I need to be. Like back to being shirtless and doing it up.
Pulling up to the pod and shit.
Going up to the pod. Oh, wait, it's about to get summer in this bitch, you know?
Hey, the heat's been coming back, huh? How'd you be enjoying it with the baseball stuff, the summer coming back?
It's cool because when it rains, it sucks. We can't do shit, right? Yeah. So like you train, and then it rains for a week, and it feels like you just lost all your games in baseball. But man, 84 is hard after a month of 60.
Out of nowhere, fucking 84.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
And how long is baseball season for you guys?
For us, it's all year.
All year?
It doesn't stop. We haven't stopped since he was 6
You're
years.
taxing the parents.
Well, my son's been playing baseball since he was like organized baseball since he was 3, and we've never stopped unless it was COVID. For COVID, we stopped for like 8 months. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's because we don't play it at the park. Yeah, there's park league for fools that just play once a year for 2 months. Like our shit doesn't stop.
No, that's fucking dope to be consistent enough and also like to find something that you and your son love. I think that's fucking dope as hell.
Yeah, it is dope.
Yeah, so this week we had a viral video go viral. The homie over here hating on the Salvadorians. So.
Yeah, This was that we. I was trying to stick up for them, dog.
Hey, out of all the razas, is Salvadorians the ones you hate the most?
I don't hate Salvadorians. I don't even want to put that out there because I have family members who have Salvi, and a lot of love for them. Nah. I think I like everybody, I like for the most part. The only ones that I'm at war with are the Venezuelans out here, dog. They are popping up in areas and being, I don't know. Right now we got some issues in the block.
I'm about to say I've only ran into 2 Salvadorians.
What?
That's it.
For real?
At work, that's all I.
Oh shit.
In Southgate, I don't see no South.
Oh shit, probably because you don't know, but I'm sure they're there.
Yeah, I haven't bumped into any of them.
For me, a lot of my homies growing up, a lot of people that in LA, it was a regular thing for us.
No, I'm just saying, like recently, you know how they said there's a wave of them coming?
Oh, there's a wave.
Salvis? Venezuelans. Oh, you mean Venezuelans?
Oh, Venezuelans. Okay.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot. If you go to they took over all the window washing people. Now it's all Venezuelans, way.
And food vendors.
And food vendors too. I be like, yo,
what do they
I'm
sell?
over here checking. Hey, you're not Mexican?
Papas con pollo.
So like fried chicken and fries.
On the street?
On the street, bro.
You see that a lot, fool.
Sick.
You do see that. That's why I'm like, yo, I
delicious.
gotta make sure. Like, personally, I do not buy tacos if they're not Mexican, fool. I swear. if you're not Mexican, if you're selling tacos, I'm not gonna buy it because I'm most likely that salsa's gonna be whack as hell. That's kind of my rule right there. So, and you know what? I asked one person, taquero, right? Hey,
Are you Mexican?
Mexicano.
Trying to be slick, right?
Slick
like,
with it.
¿Dónde son, jefe? You're like, oh, somos de
Venezuela.
De Colombia.
Oaxaca. And I could tell, like, they were like
Lying?
Guatemalan, yeah. But they were like, what could they, assimilate to Oaxaca? So like, and I tasted the salsa. I'm like, yeah, they're not.
Fucking prime.
Because Salvadorians do, Central Americans, they do more spicy than flavor in the salsas, from what I noticed.
Spicy than flavor?
More spicy than flavor.
This fool got his pinky. He scooped it. Goes, I don't taste no chocolate.
Where you from?
I don't check the chocolate.
In this bitch.
Where you from, though?
Put it on his gums.
What part of Oaxaca you said?
What part of Oaxaca?
I don't taste no chocolate in here,
But
homie.
I ended up going to the spot that the homie Marvin recommended on I don't know
Pupusa spot, by the way.
Pupusa spot in 81st and Central. Don't go if you're pussy. If you're pussy, and you're scared of the neighborhood, scared of the real hood, don't go. But fire as fuck. Fool. I did enjoy it. I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Damn, that's high.
Give it a 9 out of 10.
That's high for the ambiance picture I saw.
Hey,
dude.
Yeah,
Hey, did you-
sketchy in there though?
Yeah, for real.
Did you eat it there or you got it to
I
go?
did not eat it there. Fool.
That's right.
People talk shit about people that they get to go.
Hey, where did he say that?
I live like 2 minutes away from there. Like,
So?
I drove
Hey,
right away.
same thing about my tacos. Fool.
You
Fool can't walk
2
in
minutes away.
Same thing about my tacos.
Yeah, that's what you said. It was 2 minutes
2
away.
blocks away.
But
Wasn't he talking shit?
But
What's up?
Fuck outta
tacos
here.
are two different things. Huh?
That's crazy.
But I'm gonna rate it. The location was sketchy as it was. You know, there's something about Salvadorans. They love using heavy Clorox in their fucking restaurants. Fool.
Clorox or what's the purple one called?
Fabuloso.
No fabuloso Clorox, Vic. So it sound
I like that
bleach.
smell though.
Damn, crazy.
People are coming in with their dirty ass feet all over the floor.
Yeah.
There's food there.
but,
Like,
but you don't want that in the restaurant. 'Cause-
I don't care. I don't. It doesn't
Oh,
bother
no.
me.
But I noticed it was already back to back. But food was fire. The guy that works the front, nice guy, young guy, nice as hell.
What do you rate the curtido serving?
The curtido was they gave me extra curtido, man, and I didn't have to ask.
Damn.
Shout to them. Shout
I
to
called them, bro.
I think they saw the
know.
fucking pod, fool.
This Mexican's gonna cut
There's
through.
this fool with a big ass head that's about to pull up.
I did go and sat down like, looking around like there's a dirty ass fucking.
You sat down before you ordered?
They probably thought you were the health inspector. Fucking
For real.
inspector here.
Exactly, dog.
Well, I go in there and I'm like the only customer in there, so I'm already feeling sketched out. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? But it was actually really good. I would recommend it. Probably my new favorite spot for pupusas in South Central, 81st and Central.
What kind did you order?
I ordered 2 revueltas and 2 chicharrones.
One time I went to I have a homie who's half and half.
Yeah.
And I went to a fucking pupuseria or whatever, and we tried. I'm like, give me one of everything. And then they had one that was carne asada. And I was like, yeah, give me one of those too. The lady's like, are you sure you want that? And the homie's like, yeah, don't order that. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I have to order it now because you said no. And that shit was fire.
Really?
But they got weirded because they put carne asada, which is Mexican,
Yeah, that's weird.
inside
Yeah,
of pupusa.
that's different.
Yeah.
Usually you don't.
That shit was fire though. That shit was good.
That's the first time.
No, they're
Hey,
fire.
am I tripping or is there like pepperoni ones too?
Nah,
I never
Yo,
seen that.
some boy high shit.
I don't know.
That boy hides.
I mean, not as an adult have I ate it, but when I was younger, I do remember
Buy that Costco way.
getting one with some pepperoni.
The
Though.
frozen pupusas crazy, dog.
They do sell pupusas.
Yeah, they
at
do.
7-Eleven,
And tamales too. The ones you fucking microwave, dog. It's crazy.
Shout out to the Salvies. We got a lot of love for you guys. I know.
Yeah, nah, fuck
I got a lot of backlash this week. And the homie from the food community didn't make it any better. He just highlighted everything. But yeah, fool. What else we got? Mo, you released a documentary, fool.
Yeah,
Let us know about that.
Today, Tuesday. This is coming out when?
On Friday.
Friday. So on Tuesday, I released a documentary called Exposed. LAPD officer exposes. I already forgot the title, but anyways, on my YouTube channel you can find it. Basically, the homie Gabriel Cabrera. He was he was like an ex-army veteran.
Yeah.
He was in a few wars or whatever. He did 15 years with the LAPD, and he arrested some fool and got meningitis.
What is meningitis?
It's like a bacterial disease.
Yeah.
And then it goes in your blood system, and then you get like a high fever.
Oh,
So
shit.
he got like a fever of 108, which you're not supposed to have that high of a fever. So it gave him like permanent brain damage, right?
Damn.
So he was only on patrol for like 2 years, and they told him we'll give you 20% medical pension. You could bounce, or you could be at the front desk. So he had just bought a house, so he did the front desk. So he was front desk for like 15 years, and then one day his cousin made a complaint to his boss about like him stealing money or something like that from her because she was losing her house. So she used his credit to like take a loan out to make sure she doesn't lose a house.
Yeah.
And then like she never paid him back. So he was asking for the money, I think, or something like that. So she went to go complain.
Yeah.
And whatever, they took the complaint and then they fired him because of it.
It made him look like he was taking money.
Yeah, like they made him look like a bad
Oh,
guy.
shit.
So there was supposed to be a hearing and a trial, and she was supposed to show up and testify, and she never.
He was the OG. What's it called? Lorenzo. Training Day.
I know, right? For hustling people, but he's a front desk guy, dude. So whatever. The lady was supposed to show up to the trial for Gabe, and she never showed up because her boyfriend was like on the run for murder, so she was on the run with him. But even though she didn't show up, they still fired this fool.
Damn.
So no pension, no nothing, and then he has a house where he has to rent out all the rooms to random people, and they live in the living room.
Yeah.
They have all their belongings in the living room, and they rent their rooms out to the rest of the people. So you know, he told me a story when I met him, and I thought it was a unique perspective because typically, like, you know, growing up in hip hop, you're like, fuck the police, fuck the cops at all costs. You know what I mean? And this kind of gave him. It made me feel like, you know, for once in my life, you know, even after getting raided by the cops recently, whatever.
We'll talk about that right now.
When my house got raided recently, you know, I still felt like, you know, at the end of the day, this fool's Raza. He's, you know, he's from the area. He's from Pico Rivera, and I just felt
from the area.
I just felt called to help him. And also, you know, as a storyteller, as a podcaster, as a shooter, whatever,
one of those views, homie.
I thought it was a unique way where we can help each other, you know? Because this fool's like super grateful. Like, I think God brought you into my life, Moses, because this and that. And I was
I'm calling you Moses too. It was wild.
Yeah. You know, so that's basically the gist of the documentary. But I need you guys to go watch it. It's only like 12 minutes long. Yeah. It's my first documentary I've ever done. You know, I do the voiceover. I did all the editing myself. So obviously I didn't want to make it an hour long. I wanted something that you can, you know, digest pretty quickly. But yeah, anything that can help Gabe out there. Basically, his call to action is to email the police commission who have the power to reinstate him. So you just send out an email. He makes it easy. He has a list on his website of all the email addresses. You can copy and paste what you need to send, and you just send it like 10, 12 emails. It's really quick. I've done it before. It takes you like 5 minutes the most.
I would have thought he probably would have sued he didn't sue? Or he signed some shit that he couldn't sue?
No, so they're trying to get him with it's been too long. Like statute limitations.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because it's been like 10 years, and after 7, you can't do it no more. But every Tuesday, in front of LAPD headquarters from like 9 to 2, he's out there with 2 picket signs.
Yeah.
Rain or shine, he's out there picketing. So, yeah.
How'd you meet him?
I met him through work.
Through work. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that sucks for that, how you could give yourself to a company, I mean, a working company or whatever, and then they could do you they could do you dirty as well, you know?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Yeah, but yeah, what else we got, fool? We got so there was a crazy RICO just came out. I don't know if you heard about it. Big U and the Crips, who they just got indicted on a RICO charges. So, and it's kind of crazy because a lot of the charges they reference podcast episodes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you know what? These last 2 years, there's so much street shit on the podcast space way that, like, it just makes sense why this is happening now, right? Like,
I feel like this is not the first time this has happened, right?
Nah.
I think DJ Vlad is typically the one that gets in trouble for having people snitch on themselves. And Adam 22 has always, No Jumper has always been also under the gun as far as like people going on there to, you know, brag and boast.
Too much. Yeah.
But they don't know when to stop because they feel like, you know, like no one's gonna see this. But dude, there's probably, I remember back when GU Not, the game was going through this whole thing, he would talk about the hip hop cops.
Police, yep.
Like the NYPD had this specific department just to focus on hip hop. And I'm sure now with podcasting and everything that the LAPD, all the big
they're watching
police, you know, stations or whatever, like they're just waiting for you to pick everybody apart. But yeah, there's videos of fools going up there and just telling people exactly what happened.
Oh, everything, detailing. I was just like, damn, you know, like, what happened to the code? You know what? Everybody wants to do content. It's just like, it's just sad to see people just throw it all away for like his likes. And even one of the dude that got arrested, he called in the next day just to ask, oh, how the numbers do? I was like, damn.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
I'm like, you about to face some shit, and it's like he's worrying about the numbers. Oh,
I think also too, like, you have to also remember that the people that get themselves involved with gangs and robbing and that sort of lifestyle, they're not looking at life through our lens, through our perspective, right? Like, they may have joined the gang in the first place to become a neighborhood legend, a star, you know what I mean? And like, it's now a new way to get more stripes. Where like, this fool gave no fucks. Yeah, the recognition. Like, he gave no fucks. He went on a podcast and he's still like he's really about that shit. Like, how gangster are you? Like, well, I went on a podcast and I kept it real. Like, keeping it real, like, you know, at some point is obviously detrimental, but you're also dealing with people who don't give a fuck about going to prison.
Yeah.
Like, to people who like me, who gives a fuck about going to prison and leaving my family behind, knowing that I don't have nothing and no one in there waiting for me, like, I'm going to do everything I can to not get myself in there. But people from, like, giant gangs who, like, they go in there and it's basically, like, it's all good in there, too. Like, I don't think they're so worried about it as we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like, it's just ingrained in their culture, you know?
Yeah, but do you blame people like Adam and Vlad?
You can't force anybody as a podcaster, right? You can't force people to tell you anything. If someone voluntarily spills the beans, quote unquote, right? You still have the option to take the episode down, to edit it, to run it by them. Like, hey, look, you said this. Are you sure you want to say it? But I don't know. Obviously, Adam and Vlad can be like, "Hey, I don't edit the episodes. I don't remember you saying that. Ooh, my bad. I didn't know this was gonna get you locked up."
I don't blame them for that. They're just pimping out whoever's dumb enough to get pimped. You know.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't look at them. I don't try to back. Because I know people are trying to bash them and like, oh, but you guys. I'm like, dog, these dumbass motherfuckers that go up there and tell their whole history and when things hits the fan, now they're like, oh, trying to blame him and shit. I don't blame them. What do you think?
I don't know, dude. Do you think is there black podcasts where people go on and snitch on themselves like that, or is it
just the white ones?
Yeah, right. It's just on white podcasts.
Well, even the academics ones, right? They do be saying some wild shit.
Academics,
but he covers it. He doesn't take it out of people or like platform them. Like he doesn't like take it out of them. I think he just covers whatever comes out. But I guess he's giving it attention. So at the end of the day,
giving it attention, he's still hyping it up. There's still he'll hype up a murder, and you know, people when you hype up a murder, it does give people like that anger. People that are like,
you got to remember how DJ Academics became famous, right? He had like the war in Chirac.
Yep.
It was like a documentary, like a 20-piece series of like exactly people's names, locations,
Yep.
who shot who at what time. Like he basically like snitched on everybody,
diagram of everybody,
and he did it so well that he became like, oh, this fool knows what's up. How does he know all this shit? Right? Like, and that's how he got his claim to fame. He didn't become famous from DJing, bro. Let's just put it like that. You know, like it's DJ Academics, which I'm kind of a big fan, right? I fuck with him a little bit. I think he's hilarious and very entertaining, but I don't know if he's a DJ.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, I do fuck with some of his shit. You know, he does troll. He's a good troll too.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's a really good troll.
But even outside of podcasts, they're finding ways to get these people regardless. No, there's just so much technology out there. Like even Young Thug, I don't think he exposed himself on a podcast sincerely, but the music alone sometimes too, no?
Yeah, the music. I think also on Young Thug's case, he rented a car with his own name. He's like, bro, come on, what the fuck?
But I'm saying more than just podcasts. There's other ways that they're looking at these people through telescopes.
Lyrics, they're looking at lyrics now, looking at things. I just feel like, yo, you know, hey, it's just part of this. To me, it's part of the. Hey, you do the crime, you get caught. Hey, do the time. Yeah. But for now, I'm thinking there's gonna be a couple fools snitching on this case for sure. For sure, they're gonna be talking. They're already talking because. I don't know if you follow certain individuals. They were talking about this indictment a month prior to this.
Oh, yeah?
They were like, oh, in a month, they're going to get Big U. Like, I don't want to mention who it is, but the guy with the W, 100. He's been saying it for a month, right? They're gonna catch us for a month from now.
You think that fool snitched?
I don't think he snitched. But what they did do is they interviewed the mother of the guy that got killed. And then the mother said that they found... Big U's DNA on her son's nails, and that I think that's kind of snitching for when you're like, yeah, she's saying it, but you're calling her to interview her and putting it on social media. That is some type of way of a dry snitching, right?
Like
indirectly, like, oh yeah, well I didn't say it, she said it. I don't know if she was gonna say that, but you know, so this whole last month way has been like everything was playing out. I was just like. Glad that me and Rosenberg pulled up to that interview. At one point, they wanted us to to respond to Whack 100 and Loose Cannon shit. But Rosenberg's smart. He would let him go to the restroom. So we walked out of there because that's when the phone call started to happen.
Oh, shit.
We didn't want to be involved with any of these fools, dog. Like any back and forth. You know how that should go with Whack 100. Like we didn't want to be involved with that. And a week later, like all that shit gets taken down. It's just crazy, dog. Just be like, damn. Some fools want attention that bad. Yeah. And it is a drug, fool. I think clout is a drug. And just sucks what people got to go through. But these people are going to realize that when they're like 2 years in, busted, 3 years, and their family is struggling. And then they can no longer send you commissary. Like, it happens, fool. A lot of these fools are going to feel that. Like, everybody thinks like, oh, stripes, but give it a couple years. And you see when you're not around your family in Thanksgiving, in Christmas, your girl moves on. Another kid comes over, you know, like things start to happen without you being there. And that's when it starts to break motherfuckers down, dog. And yeah, but I'm just glad for that I'm an law-abiding citizen. I left my shit in the past. And
allegedly.
I am the South Central god of this bitch. But yeah, for it just goes back to podcasting and everybody being so clickbait and clout. You know, I think we all like attention, right? Like,
well, I think the cloud and the views and the clicks.
You like it, right, fool? Like
it's a gauge of how successful
I see you at 4 in the morning on my comments on TikTok.
4 in the morning's crazy, dog. 4 in the morning? Is he bugging?
Not 4 in the morning. Not 4 in the morning.
But at 4:30, my nigga.
Relax. No, but like if you're gonna be in that ecosystem, then you have to understand what the gauge of success is, which is gonna be likes, shares, and views, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's sad because like the post I have today about getting Gabe's job back today, it's like 500 views. The post I have of Bozo talking shit to some of the comedians who make fun of gangster Chicano culture is at 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 100,000 views, like, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 likes, and 500 comments. It's like, no matter what you do, if you're going to be involved in this business, like, you can't deny that paying the bills, you have to go a little bit lean towards the drama.
A little bit.
And a sprinkle of actual shit that's important to you. But if you want to pay the bills in this business, you have to involve yourselves in some sort of fashion to that side, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which sucks.
Yeah, you're right. For everybody likes drama. We hate it, but we also love it.
For sure.
Shit. You brought up a good point. What do you think about what the individual what was his name, the rapper
Bozo?
What do you think about him saying that he doesn't like Chicanos making fun of Chicanos and stuff?
He also mentioned that Concrete does also have like a skit where he involves cholos and gangsters, and he doesn't like it. He was upset with, what was that guy, the streamer Neon. Neon asked Capone to like, hey, show me what LA or gangster culture is. And they made him put on like some Ben Davis and some 501s and teaching him doing like the gangster lean cholo dance and shit like that in the carne asada. And I think Bozo's point of view was just basically saying that, yeah, that might have been the culture back in the day, but we've evolved so much more. And we're more than that. We're not just this one little lane. Like, it's just so much more than that, right? And he was just saying that, like, he'd rather do some other fly shit, like jump into foreign, go play in a high-stakes poker game. Like, the Chicano culture is much more than Ben Davis and Dickies and fucking Lokes. You know, I think that was his point of view. People took it. People are gonna say, what they want to say on Instagram behind fake profiles and on fucking burner accounts all they want. But I bet a lot of those fools wouldn't say that shit to his face and shit. You know what I mean?
I just feel like everybody, when it comes to this comedy and sketch, fool, like, if you could make him fun of yourself, I don't find it a big deal. Because I know, like, Foos Gone Wild gets a lot of flack for that, right?
Yeah, the sock check. And
like, this whole, like, meth head thing. And I just, they're making fun of, if you go to a lot of these places, the fools are like that. Right? They all smoke the fuck out. And Chicano culture, maybe Bozo says it, like, we're beyond that. But once you leave the state, fool, it goes back to some throwback. And fools are dressing up like that. I don't know. I kind of try to, when it comes to the comedy shit, there's a little bit of wiggle room for me.
I think there's definitely wiggle room. It's just like, at what point are you gonna be? If Foos Gone Wild was just about South Central, and said only fools in South Central talk like this, would you agree with? Is that how the cholos in South Central are? If they said like the cholos in East LA and South Central are the same, what would you say?
Well, obviously not.
Right. So I think that's what he's trying to say, that there's so much diversity, which is a weird word to use with cholos, but there's so many different types of gangsters out there,
Yeah.
There's fly gangsters, there's like fools out here really making money doing big things, and there's the fools on the street that are smoked out. Like, there's such a wide spectrum of cholos. And I think he just wants to remind people that, like, be careful, because some fools might take it the wrong way. There's also a lot of comments that agree with Bozo. They're like, yeah, dude, like, I feel like it's disrespectful the way they're doing it, because, they got homies that died for this shit. They got homies in prison. They've lost years and time to this gangster shit. And it's like, whether it's right or wrong, they kind of treat it like joining the military or like putting in time. Like, some people feel disrespected by it, and everyone at the end of the day is entitled to their own opinion.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? However you feel, you should be able to express yourself at the end of the
day. David, does it offend you, fool?
No, not at all, fool.
You being from like the east side, where like most of the stigmas comes from your area.
No, I don't take that to heart for it at all, because just like he says, for like back then you would see the guys with the Ben Davis and all that, and now you see gangsters dressed regular.
With the V-necks.
You just don't know who's out there.
The Edgars is now the new gangster, right? The Edgars, that's like the new wave. And even that Chicanos are mad at that, right? They're mad at the Edgars. I'm like, dog, some of these old fools need to just move on. You stop being such a grumpy, I feel like if it ain't you, why you offended? Because for me around there is no smokers around me, so I'm not offended. There is no fucking pantufla wearing ass who's around me, so I'm not offended.
But you can't deny also too that some of the comedy you could tell when there's a comedian trying to be a cholo, and it's corny. And you could tell when there's a cholo.
Call our names, fool.
You can tell when there's a cholo that he was a cholo first, and now he's a comedian, and it's really funny because it's like the intricacies of like the actual language, the way he says it is funny. Like there's some cholos that are funny, and there's some like cornballs that were from high school that you always were corny, and now because they're fucking want to be funny,
Call them out, fool.
I would, but I don't know their names. There's just some fools that you could tell they're like this fool's
But
like,
comedy's superficial, dog. I think we understand that it's diverse, but people from outside of Cali, they look at that and they find that shit funny. And that's okay.
If there was a comedian that was white and his whole bit was acting black, you don't think black people have the right to be offended?
I think if he's taking it as far as like painting his face black, I think that far. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I
Like you're saying, putting on a costume, maybe.
Yeah, no, like face paint.
Yeah, I think
that's taking it too far because we see white comedians
act black.
Yeah,
like who?
Gary Owen.
Gary Owen's the only one I could think of. But black people have embraced him. I don't know if Andrew Schultz.
Well, his fame came from that culture first.
I think he lives in that culture.
Charlemagne put that fool on, literally.
Yeah.
But I think, but when people look at Andrew Schultz, they don't see the black homie. It's like the white homie that is cool with the blacks.
They got the black stamp for sure.
Yeah. But they don't see him as like a black comedian. Gary Owen to me is almost like a black comedian.
He's funny.
Yeah, who is funny as fuck.
That fool's hilarious as hell. I think he should be bigger too. I don't know why he's not. He's dope. He's a funny ass fool. I don't know. For me, I don't get offended. I don't really get offended with that. As long as our people are making money off it, I don't really care. And if it offends you, maybe you got to change your way of living. You should.
Those fools that he was talking about, they're from Paramount. They're like, they went to Paramount High School, I think. They're like Tim Shonarano's homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
are they obviously trying to do comedy? Obviously, or
they've been they've been doing comedy since like Vine and TikTok. They're like
and the Vine days.
Vine is crazy.
That shit. What happened to that fool? Was it Moco?
Yeah, Lil Moco.
What happened to that dude?
That fool still makes videos.
He was the first like
that fool was
solo
funny.
viral fool, right?
That fool was really funny with the big ass fucking Sharpie tattoos.
And the Drake, his Drake impersonations were fucking.
Was it the fool that had the workout videos?
The little Drake.
Nah, you're talking about Creeper.
Oh, Creeper.
Cholo Fit.
Okay.
Cholo Fit.
You're talking about Moco, Lil Moco. That fool's funny. Fool. I think he's funny. Now he does videos with his wife.
Yeah.
His wife just looks like a cholo, and they have like a little little dialogue, whatever. It's pretty funny.
What about Cholo Fit Creeper?
Cholo Fit Creeper.
Are you offended by him because he's not a cholo?
First of all, I'm not a cholo, and I don't have the right to be offended.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just like give you my point of view as far as like artistic comedy. And I'm also not a comedian, but as a fan, right? I think Cholo Creeper just came out with a skit where it was like him, Concrete, Felipe Esparza, and they're going all on tour together.
Yeah.
And they did like a little like skit on Cholo Creeper, whatever, him with his little microphone doing a workout or whatever. I think it's funny. I also think that Cholo Creeper, it's obvious that Cholo Creeper, whatever, is trying to be funny. And he's not being like disrespectful. Like those Cholo Adventure fools, they have a skit where it's like all white and they have to pop the balloon or whatever. And one of them's like blind. And he's like gangbanging with this other fool and he can't see each other and they're fucking doing like slapstick comedy and it's like a little corny. Like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like those Cholo Adventure fools, I don't really watch. It's not for me. They have these hour-long videos and it's too heavy on the accent. It's too heavy on this and the fake mustache and it's corny to me, bro.
What'd you think about Super Ego?
It's Cholo Adventure.
Oh,
That's
I see.
them. It's just too much, fool. Parts of it were funny. Like I'll start watching it. Like, oh, that's kind of funny, and then it loses me, dog.
Yeah. What do you how do you feel about people that you follow and then now they're doing skits and you just want to tell them like, hey fool, you a homie?
That's tough, fool. That's tough because I've always thought about doing skits too. Cause they look fun. Yeah. Fool. They look fun they look to participate in, and we've all made the homies laugh. Like, oh fuck, am I funny, fool? Like, should I do comedy? Am I a comedian, dog?
For sure had that thought. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're funny around the homies and shit. But like, man, to me, I have no problem with the homies trying shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think if someone wants to try it, fuck it. I don't know why you gotta criticize so hard.
But I also come from this lifestyle, right, of like being in front of the camera, behind the camera. There's regular people out there that just have a 9 to 5 in a family, and they're like, unfollow. This was whack.
This was not committed all the way.
What do you feel about it?
People with kids, I'm not a fan of it. Plus, I don't hate on it, and I'm not a fan of it. I usually mute their shit. Like I won't unfollow them, but I'll mute them.
How many bad skits does it take for you to give them the mute?
2 way.
2? You get 2?
Yeah.
Not even baseball. 3 strikes you're out. Just 2 strikes.
Well, 2 when they're stuck on one premise and they want to.
That's the thing that bothers me,
right?
bro.
When they're stuck on one thing.
Like what? Like what?
Like
they don't develop it.
they don't develop it.
Call it out.
I don't know how to explain it, but they're like, no, something is trending and they want to redo it over and over again. It's like,
Call out names, fool.
Or the fools that just use the
names.
sounds that are trending. The sounds that are trending.
Yeah.
I think that's another one that it doesn't bother me, but I'm like, I like to see someone that's trying to develop or trying to do something that's deeper than just like slapstick, you know?
I feel like if you like put your all into it, like you could tell. I think that's where you kind of like, okay, I could fuck with what he's doing, but for me, once you 1 or 2 bad skits, that's it, fool. Either you have it or you don't. To me, and I haven't been wrong yet because the people that I've muted, they still ain't popping.
How do you know if you
How do
muted
you
him?
know?
Because
He checks, bro. He checks.
you know what? In your explore page, they'll pop up. People that are buzzing will pop up on your explore
I
page.
realized the other day after you mute somebody, if you scroll all through your stories, if you keep scrolling at the very end, that's what they all
at the
live.
end, yeah.
An obligatory over here, whatever it's
I have a
called.
bunch of those.
Do you have any skits that you haven't posted that
Nah.
you recorded? No?
Nah, I feel like I don't have like a long enough skit to like, But I always tell fools like if you need someone to be in a skit, I'm down. I would be down to be in a skit. I just think they look like fun to shoot, to switch it up.
I like what G Money did with his last skit where he got like 10 million views. I think it was
Jay Valentino
Yeah, with the little I think it was a Valentino
with the balloons.
The balloon thing. That was hilarious. Fool.
Yeah, shit was bad.
That was funny. And then if we got like SZA like that shit, I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
shit.
we got
That's
10
what we
million
love,
views.
SZA.
I love SZA. Shout out to
You
SZA.
down to do a cholo skit?
I'll be down to do one. I'm not a cholo, but I'll be down to do one.
I can't tell, nigga. With those fucking starchy 501s and shit.
I can't help it, fool. To me, these are the most comfortable pants, dog. I don't know.
Shit, I forgot that I was gonna do the Psycho Rail mix just for you because I do have my own Psycho Rail mix next time.
Next time.
Next time I fucking pull that.
Hey,
out.
did you watch that movie with Kiki Palmer and SZA?
Yeah, dude.
What'd you guys think about
Fucking
it?
That was
badass.
good.
It was funny, bro. It wasn't corny. I thought it was gonna be a little corny because I expect the kind of movie to like the
Yeah,
new
you
scary
do.
movies. Like the new scary movies,
Yeah.
like I don't find them that funny, dude. But that shit was fucking hilarious. They have good chemistry, dog.
Yeah. Even though I feel like Kiki Palmer is so talented
So great.
that you can see that SZA, she
Just took from that.
She
Yeah.
lifted SZA
Yeah,
to
for
a
sure.
different plane. It's like you put Kobe
Yeah.
in there, and
You're
it's
right.
just me and Kobe versus two
Yeah.
other fools. But
Makes
Kobe
you look good.
He's gonna make me look good.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what we
yeah.
talked about when we saw it, dude.
They had good chemistry
sure.
prior to that, right? So it translated very well with.
I was very nervous watching that movie because SZA's such a great musical artist. I'm like, damn.
It's gonna
How
ruin
many
the
times have we
perception.
seen it where a musical person or an athlete tries to jump into acting and it's just shit? It's bad.
Yeah, wait.
But no,
Most times.
I fell into believing SZA was that character that she was portraying.
Yeah, for sure.
I got indulged and I
artsy
I
girl.
fully believed it. I fully believed it, and then I found myself getting pissed off during the movie, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm into it."
That's what I'm saying. It was that good.
Because my girl rented it on fucking Prime or Hulu, whatever it was, and she's like, "We're gonna watch this movie." I'm like, "All right, fuck, it's a girl movie. I'll watch it." But I was fully invested.
Yeah,
in that
dude.
shit.
Yeah, it was like a girl version of Friday, right?
It was.
Yeah,
The one day where everything takes place on one day. They had it was what's that comedian fool's name? That fool that went crazy on everybody.
Oh, Cat Williams.
Cat Williams
Oh,
in there.
that was
Lucky.
fucking hilarious. dog.
That
It was a good film, and I also hold Issa Rae at a high, so I kind of expect it to be good. Wait,
Did you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
Did
Issa
you
Rae's
guys?
gonna get involved?
Did you guys recognize the bad guy in the movie? Who he was?
Nah.
He's the guy from Snowfall, the brother-in-law. That guy is. It's crazy to me that guy's from England. His natural accent is a
Oh,
British. It's a
shit.
British accent.
Yeah.
But this is his second role playing a West Coast gangster.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, did we just run out of West Coast gangster actors? Like, why we keep hiring this fool from overseas? Which he's doing a great fucking job.
Yeah.
Right. He's very believable. He has that look. Right. He's big. He has that block pitbull face. Right. But yeah, he's doing a great job.
A lot of actors from the UK or from Europe they could mimic an American accent very well. Fool.
Yeah, even the fool Ibris from
Idris Elba?
Snowfall.
Idris Elba?
Idris Elba, you're right.
His name is Eamon Joseph.
Eamon Joseph.
Yeah,
shit.
that fool does. And it's funny because when you hear him do interviews, he's like super proper British.
Oh, for real?
But he's playing cholos, like West Coast gangsters, you know? Like,
Have you watched it, David?
Nah.
Fool's a racist.
I knew he was gonna say that shit, dog.
True Boyle told me.
I was hoping he didn't say it. Like, hey, watch that shit. I was like, damn, it's coming.
It's a good movie. But I actually bought it too. I bought it.
Yeah, me too. I bought it too, bro.
It was a mandatory buy right there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like the depiction of Crenshaw, dog. And my favorite part was seeing a fucking dash bus in the movie, dog.
my favorite part is seeing the church's chicken.
Oh, the church's chicken too.
Oh,
dog.
man, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, all the South Central church chicken.
Rest in fucking
You know what I was
peace,
thinking, bro?
man.
What drove them out? All the fucking chicken spots in the corners full of the street
Venezuela.
vendors.
All the Venezuelans.
Another. You just gave this one another reason why he hates Venezuela. Take our church's chickens.
I'm over here writing my.
Hey, but they also removed the churches in Southgate and they put a 7 leaves. They put a 7 leaves.
7 leaves.
They
Damn.
removed the one on.
Let's just turn you into Downey, huh?
Yeah, Vernon.
South
They
gets
want
turned
to
into
be
Downey.
Downey so bad.
Yeah,
bro.
they do want to be Downey.
Damn. But you know what? They get what they deserve. I fuck with Popeyes. Popeyes is fire, way.
There's no good Popeyes around me.
They're very scattered around, way, right?
But then they're not all good. Like they're all owned by certain people, and then some of them are not good.
Okay.
The one that's closest to me is the one in Southgate off the 105 in Garfield. It's like behind the gas station.
Yeah.
It's just not good, bro. But I've been to other Popeyes where it's fire.
The one on fucking Figueroa in Manchester, that one is buzzing.
The ghetto it is. The
ghetto is one. That's the one where you know what the fucking chicken sandwich was trendy as hell.
Oh, that's the one.
That's where the shootout happened.
Let me
That
get
was a
your
crazy
chicken
time,
sandwich,
bro.
food. Boom.
Oh,
That was a crazy time. That fucking sandwich.
Was that a pandemic time?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I think it was 2020, 21.
Pandemic times, it was
Fuck everybody
wild,
else.
right?
That shit was on off-road, fool.
$5 for a sandwich in Off-Road, bro.
Low key,
$10, I think. Yeah.
Did you guys wait in line for it?
I waited months before I tried it, fool, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
same.
didn't try it right away.
Night, yeah.
I was out there fooling my tabletas, post.
That's crazy.
It's right there, right by the ghettoest intersection. That's like one of the most ghettoest intersections you could visit. Figueroa in Manchester.
Yeah.
You have a Tans Burgers and you have the church.
Hey, is that Sam's Burgers new?
Nah, it's
OG.
They just gave it a facelift.
Probably
A new sign.
The marquee.
Because I when I came home from Dodger Stadium, I get off on Manchester, they take all the way down.
my
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't remember that shit being there, but it must be just a new sign.
Yeah, actually, the food was whack as fuck. Before it gave me diarrhea.
From Sam's?
You know, I was in the drive-through food, and this food with this big ass pus bump.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Oh, like I didn't even see that. Thousand Island, skip that. I was like, skip that. Shit. But yeah, I suppose that trend of that fucking chicken sandwich was wild. But you know what? It was fire. That goddamn pickle in there.
The pickles, bro. The pickle in the chicken sandwich, bro. That's where it's at.
That is
dog.
the difference right there for
I
sure.
take that shit off. Fool.
That shit's
Yeah.
bomb, fool. That's
Grow
good
up,
flavor.
fool.
Fuck pickles, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
I think a burger for me has to have pickles, way.
I fuck with pickles.
Like
we-
everybody give me their pickles. Pause.
Hold on, bro. Let me know.
Anytime I go to In-N-Out way, my girl put her fingers on my shit. I can't. So everybody's putting them. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Fucking
wild.
recently I stopped fucking with lettuce in my burgers.
Mm.
Yeah, full lettuce, dog.
Why?
I feel like it makes my bun
Pause.
pause.
Yeah, it makes his bun low.
Soggy.
Yeah, no.
I feel like the tomatoes juicy already. The lettuce is just overkill. You got the pickles in there. Like, I don't know, fool. The lettuce to me, I mean, I used to fucking always fuck with it. Whatever the way it came, it's the way I ate it. But recently, I'm like, man, I should have got the lettuce on this shit.
Shit. Yeah. There's a clip that's going viral for. I want to talk about masculinity in the U.S. Anthony Mackie, which is, I believe he's the new Captain America, right?
Yeah.
But check out this clip, way.
In the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. My boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night. This alarm is on. You text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men. So for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different. You feel it when you go to Europe. Like you see these.
Oh, you see
you
that
like,
shit.
Could bust your ass, boy.
I hear you, pal.
But yeah, for that fuck, people were upset at that clip. What do you guys think about that clip?
You think it's a war against men or is it a war against masculinity? Why are they targeting men? Because obviously he's right.
Yeah. I do agree with him. For we're losing that like raising young men way, the right way. There's a lot of more shit that's being like left under the rug, like some fuck shit, right? There's the lack of that, and I agree with him, fool. You see it on the young Edgars, like the lack of masculinity that they have, and also like when people like that carry guns, way, a lot of them are shooting people because they're scared, fool. People that are scared are quick to shoot first because they're scared to catch that fade. So yeah, I do agree with the homie. I do agree heavy way there. there's a lack of masculinity in this fucking in American culture, and you see it in TV. You see everything now. But yeah, I'm with that for of raising men like how they're supposed to be raised, being taking care of the house, making sure like, because me when I would travel, when tour and shit, I would tell my son, hey, you're the man of the house now. Make sure you close the windows, make sure you throw away the trash, make sure you listen to your mom, make sure you do this, make sure you just kind of give him the encouragement of, oh yeah, I'm the man of the house. Just kind of like put that in his mind as well, like, yo, I'm a younger man. And man, I fuck with what he said for heavily, but there's been a lot of backlash with it.
I think it's a valid opinion. I don't think it's so extreme, dog.
It's because it's back to back from that Dochi, the whole Dochi controversy. It just kind of like gave that like, man, I think both could be true.
I think it's institutionalized to diversify everyone so much where like people get money, departments of educations get money to create ideas of diversity where like it's okay to get into your emotions. Oh, you need therapy, you need this, and oh, we need help because more men need therapy. Like, how do we get more help? Oh, we got to apply for this grant. Okay, you get $1 billion to spread this out.
Yeah.
So people are taking advantage. People who are money hungry get in positions of power to dictate where the money goes.
Yeah.
And now they don't want to let it go. Even if they did fix some broken men or veterans, whatever it is, through therapy.
Suicide rate is crazy high for men, right?
Yeah, but I think it's always been.
It's always been?
I think it's always been there. And even though we still fix it, the people that have that money coming in have to find a way to keep that money coming in.
Numbers up,
so once they fix suicide, now they got to fix obesity. Once they fix obesity, they got to fix this. So the more we can create victim mentality in the country, the more way these people that went to fucking school
monetize it.
They can monetize and have a place to work. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to go work at the mill. Nobody wants to go build cars. Nobody wants to be an electrician. The hard job. Somebody wants to sit behind a desk and be like, all right, you fools get 20,000 today. You fools get 6 billion today. Whatever. And now we're helping people where obviously we can tell with like especially the homeless shit, like throwing money at it is not gonna fix it. You know what I mean? So I think it's every man's responsibility to raise your child as a man.
Yes.
Right? Even though the system and the money is against you. That's the whole point of being a man is to rise up and fail until you get that W, right? But I think it's systematically because of money, because of all the funding, right? Like we saw with Doge and Elon Musk, like they found all this fucking money where like they're trying to promote homosexuality and fucking all this like LGBT shit, whatever, like anti-bullying, like it's all money, bro.
Well, it's like every holiday, right? They kind of treat it like every holiday where everything's just meant to like monetize the US and make them more money. So you create these scenarios where it's like, oh, we need to put money into this. We need to put some money into this, support this for this cause. Yeah, I think a lot of it is that at the end of the day.
And I think it's also our responsibility as young men, whether you have a kid or not, or your father, is to make it cool again to be masculine. You know, for a long time, like masculinity was associated with like gang banging or just being an extreme athlete like LeBron James. This is masculinity, and being a dad, having a 9-to-5 job, buying a house, and just taking your family on vacation has like went out the door. You know what I mean? Where back in the day at all the TV shows, Family Matters, Bill Cosby, like that was the biggest.
The good TV shows.
That was the biggest example of American culture was the dad, right? The dad was like, I'm gonna go to work. My kids are gonna fucking piss me off. my kids are gonna piss me off. My wife's gonna take their side, but I'm still gonna show up for them and give them a good life. Or like nowadays, you don't really see that portrayed on TV or just popular culture in general.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think we all have the responsibility to be able to run our home. So regardless of what society or what, you're still responsible for what's happening in your home.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
I also hate pussy ass podcasts that keep fucking promoting all this gay shit, dog.
Yeah,
like it's okay to cry in front of your kids, and it's like, no, fool, you're a dad. You don't show fucking weakness in front of nobody in your family. You want to cry, go in the car, like all our dads did. Go drink a beer in the car, cry, and come back out here a man. Because the one thing a general can do in front of his soldiers is show weakness, bro. Like, it's not okay for you to cry in front of your son. It's not okay for you to fucking show a moment of weakness in front of your wife, in front of your daughters and shit like that. Like, you have a responsibility to be that guy, to be that dog, till the day you fucking die, dog. And I think I hate when fools fucking come on the podcast and I'm like, I just want to tell you, fool, that I fucking love you, dog. Like, no, fool, shut the fuck up.
Much modelos.
You know, like, I'm sick of all that gay-ass podcast shit.
Yeah.
To me, that shit's whack. It's just like, it's going in the wrong direction.
People have too many feelings nowadays. Man.
Fuck your feelings, dog.
People have way too many feelings. I just feel like, yo, sometimes you just gotta man up.
You gotta man up.
Stop being a little bitch sometimes.
Facts.
And life is hard out here, so I feel like everybody gotta just do it how they do it. Way. All right, what else we got? We have academics and Kanye West interview coming soon. That fool's been teasing it all the last couple of days.
For real?
Yeah, he says.
So they already did it?
Yeah, they did it.
Well, I didn't see.
They did it. It's 40-something minutes, and he's wearing a black fucking Nazi whole costume. And shit.
That's fucking insane.
Kanye being Kanye.
Kanye's being just Kanye for I think just pray for the homie.
His shit flew under the radar. He dropped like a whole album. That shit just flew under the radar.
Bully came and went. Did you listen to it? Anything?
I skimmed through like the beginning parts of it because it was on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I would have listened to it if it hits Apple. I would check it out.
I'm not gonna lie, some of the production sounds good, bro.
Kanye's Kanye way.
I know, I know.
It's hard for him to make whack.
But also, I wonder how much of it's AI now because he was so pro AI for a little bit. He was talking all about that shit. So I'm like, damn. It also makes me not want to listen to it, knowing if it's AI. I don't know why, dude.
Yeah, that kind of.
It's like an ick.
That kind of fuck with me too. He said he's against it now, according to him.
Yeah, he'd be going back and forth.
Yeah, of course.
He's trying to get attention.
Hey, Kanye's just Kanye's Kanye way. At this point, he has no chill, and forever I'm gonna love his discography forever. So you can't ever tell me nothing. To me, he's sick. To me, he's sick. Unless he does some pedophile shit or some wild shit like that, then yeah. But as of now, all he is being is just crazy.
Nah, what he said about JC's kids was crazy.
Oh,
that was crazy.
Whoa.
What did he say?
You know what? That was
fucking insane. I thought
that was a little overboard.
What did he say?
Too much. That was overboard, dog.
That was overboard.
What did he say? What did he say?
He called him retarded.
He called him retarded. Way.
The young one. He's like he's never seen on camera and shit because of that.
Is he though?
I wouldn't know, but there's been like rumors about why they don't show the little boy. They never show the little boy. And then recently they showed I believe they're twins, right? They showed Rummy, but they never show the little boy. And then Kanye said, because he's retarded, which I hate using that word, but yeah, he
that's crazy.
And he said that's a choice nowadays to have kids like that.
He like you couldn't
intimation. There's intimation where you can like.
Whenever somebody has twins, fool, like I feel like they're what are they called? Like IVF babies or whatever.
Crazy.
Because twins are so rare, and then you have like.
I
got a homie. I got one homie that already went through it, and I got somebody who's about to go through it, and they're like, "Fuck it, might as well just have twins, 2 for 1, pop them out at the same time." Like it's just a normal thing to do. Like, oh, you want twins? The doctors push it.
Yeah.
The doctors obviously get more money for having 2 babies born instead of 1.
Of course.
Yeah. So whenever I see twins, I know there's something fishy going on.
Well, Fusilos, my cousin, him and his sister both have twins.
Oh shit!
Both of them have twins. It's wild, yeah. But
IVF?
Nah, hell nah. They're not. Nah, for sure they don't.
He's like, trust me, I was there.
Homie, he had when he was young too, like 18, 19. So I don't think so.
Oh, that's crazy.
But yeah, it is kind of rare. But yeah, I don't know. Just Kanye did so much. Jay-Z shit was wild.
That was wild, dude.
That's where it's like what he said. Jay-Z has to kill me now.
If something happens to me, Jay-Z.
I was like, damn. And you know what? I just think Kanye West needs a good ass beat, fool.
Dude, and I think Beyonce fans are crazy, dude. Like even I think some of them are like overboard crazy. So damn, I don't know. I did think like something was gonna happen to Kanye after he said that shit.
He left to Japan.
I didn't know that.
He left to Japan.
Oh shit.
He's like, yo, I gotta keep it low key right now. He's like, everything's so crazy. I don't know. It's just sad what's happening to him, but at this point, I just look at him as he's just sick. And I'm gonna love My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy forever, fool. Can't ever tell me that shit is not good. The Life of Pablo, Late Registration, Graduation, forever they're gonna be my fucking whip. You know?
Well, that's a big conversation. Don't separate the artists from their
unless they're pedophiles, fool. If it's like on pedophile shit, I can't fuck with it.
You don't listen to R. Kelly?
I don't. I actually put a complaint to Elementary like a few years ago because they were playing, I believe, like on Fly to one of the ceremonies, and I was tripping out. I'm like, can't believe they're playing this shit right now. I had to like get up and go tell the teacher like, yo, why are you playing this convicted pedophile? And then right away they took it off the playlist because I was like, why are they playing this shit? It's wild, fool. Like in front of kids, I'm like, nah, hell no, I don't want my kids memorizing this song. You know.
What about Diddy?
He's not convicted yet.
No, I'm just saying, like, do you still bump it?
I'm still bumping that shit to this day. You could hate me now all day for on repeat.
Keisha Cole for that fucking track with Diddy.
Oh yeah, last night. Love that record, fool. Nah, I can't until he's convicted for something that's pedophilia or rape. That's 2 things that I'd be like,
About beating women.
Just a little bit of wiggle room there.
What the fuck?
If the MLB can reinstate Julio Urias,
Hey, is he reinstated?
so he's officially suspended till the All-Star break.
Who?
Julio Urias.
Because they just say
Julio Urias.
they just say you can't do the All-Star break thing, right?
No, so he's right now. So he was like in. He didn't know he was kicked out, or he's in, or he's out for like
Can
the
you
last
break
2
down
years.
what happened? I forgot. I know he.
So he was allegedly first time. The cops got called to his house because there was like some domestic violence stuff going on, and then also the second time they were leaving like an LAFC game, and there's a video of him like swinging at her, and someone's trying to stop it, and I think he like pushes her down. There's like I think he connects one time, and he's obviously super like raged out drunk, and ever since that video came out, he's been suspended indefinitely.
Fuck the homie, fool. Fuck
So,
that.
The other day, like a couple days ago, the MLB finally said, all right, he's officially suspended till the All-Star break. Because you got to understand that there's a player association, there's a union. Whenever there's a union involved, it's very hard, almost impossible to get someone fired. You know what I mean? So he's officially suspended till the All-Star break. Once the All-Star break comes, the Dodgers can either let him play or trade him.
Oh shit!
So the similar thing happened to Trevor Bauer, right?
Trevor Bauer.
So he eventually was announced innocent, that all those things never happened, and all the teams are choosing not to get him back on the team. So he's blacklisted forever.
Yeah,
It's the same thing can happen to Julio Urias, or a team can be
Which
like,
most likely is gonna happen, right?
or somebody can be like, nah, fuck it, we got him, and they really need him, and they'll pay him.
Damn, that sucks, fool. Because I know people was fucking with that for heavy.
Oh, everybody in LA had a fucking Julio Urias
dude.
jersey.
I bought my sister one. I had to
I
fucking
thought
take
that
this shit
shit
away.
was-
And then in 2020, he's the one that got the last out to win the World
Yeah,
Series. It's like hitting the game-winning shot.
Yeah.
Like he's the one that did it.
And being a straight Mexican from Sinaloa, way everything was just so. I'm like, damn, man, cockeyed and everything. You know, I fuck with that homie.
Do you think he has better chances in Mexico in the league over there? Or no?
Of course he does.
Hell yeah.
But you think why hasn't he gone? He's waiting for a result here.
There's still a chance he could still play.
Okay.
There's still a small chance.
What do you think should happen to him?
I mean, this is you can always turn a negative into a positive. Obviously, he has to stop drinking. Obviously, he has to be a spokesperson to like being sober. Obviously, he has to be a spokesperson to like domestic violence.
Which
And he has to donate a huge amount of money.
Did you also threw that he was abusive to his son, or
I haven't heard about that.
no? That wasn't. Oh yeah.
So there's a road where he can kind of turn this around, right? Especially in America, the land of second chances, right? But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It really depends what his wife says. If she comes out publicly and forgives him, I think we all have to forgive him too. That's her choice. But if she comes out and says, "Man, fuck this fool, don't believe him, he's a piece of shit," I think that's what the public's gonna go with, whatever she says.
And that's been a couple of years, right? Fighting that case.
Yeah.
Damn. Fool.
If a team does pick him up and he comes back to play LA, you think he'll play, or like you think people our age
I think there's gonna be people, especially women, that are gonna
like protesting
hate him no matter what. I think the only one that could save him now is his wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
for sure.
together right now.
I think they're still together.
Damn.
Oh, that just says it all. She's over it.
Because you got to
They
think.
got her a new Tesla. She's good.
I mean, not to sound like a dick, but like he probably gave her a lifestyle that no other man on this planet can give her. You know, he chose her, right? Yeah. And it's when you get married, it's through
Probably deserved it. My bad. No,
Life.
it's a joke. It's a joke.
it's like through what is it called when you get married? It's like through the ups and downs or whatever. Like through thick
Through
and
it all.
thin. Yeah, whatever.
Through it all.
Whatever the vows are. So whatever.
Yeah, she was wild. I just hope. I hope if he does go back way, I hope he does change. He does change his ways. That's to me. That's when you put hands on a woman. It's like the worst thing to me.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that at all.
But I think we could also, like, obviously none of us have got drunk and beat a girl up, but we've all been drunk when we're like, damn, I did that. So you hear the story the next day, like, damn, I did that. I don't remember. So I think if he wasn't drunk, this would be a different story. He'd be in prison right now.
He had COVID full.
You know what I mean? But because he was drunk, it's a little bit different.
Damn, it's crazy. All right, SoCal family files a lawsuit against Six Flags. One thing I believe in the Ride X2, somebody suffered a brain damage on that shit. You know what? That ride way, it does have like they do gotta fix their padding because as soon as you start
Is that the
off,
one that flips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that first flip does fuck up your head where you be like, oh shit. But I do love that ride though. You guys fuck with Six Flags?
Nah.
No?
I like
It's
that
been
shit,
a while
bro.
since I've
At
gone.
all?
I don't like rides either.
No,
like
well, you probably don't fit, homie. Let's keep it up.
Hey, he's on Ozempic, bro. Give him 2 weeks, fool.
Give me another 2 weeks, fool.
That's why. You know what? It's something when I see people in line wait all that time. and then they're at the last minute
And
trying
they
to
don't
make
make
it work.
it, bro.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Fool.
That's sad.
Fool,
man. Everybody
the walk
watching.
of shame, fool. You gotta walk like that. Shit ain't fit, homie.
Damn, dog.
You wait right there at
That's
the exit
fucked.
line.
Yeah, I did see that,
Who's
fool.
gonna look better?
That is one of my fears, but
Is it?
yeah, as a fat guy. But I just never liked fries in general.
Yeah.
Like even just thinking about even reading that gave me a headache.
Oh shit.
Like it's just like I don't know. I hate when turning my head that fast like that. I just can't do it.
Well, I love fucking roller coasters. I'm an adrenaline rush guy, so I love them all. I fuck with them. Since I was a kid, I've been going to Six Flags as a kid. Way, never did Disneyland growing up. Never did. I did. What's it called? Nosberry Farm once or twice, but for the most part, it was just Six Flags.
Damn.
You know, and my kids, my daughter, I took her to that ride and she cried. She didn't want to go in and be like, "Hey, you gotta do it, girl. So you gotta fight through it." And she like, fuck it. She was still crying, sitting next to me, like, "I want to get out." I'm like, "No, this is it. We're here."
Damn.
And she tugged it out for. She did cry though.
Child abuse.
Yo, hold on. You gotta teach them like, you're scared. You gotta, you're gonna be all right. But yeah, she ran through it. So, no, I don't know. When I hear stories like that, it does give me like, damn, man, it could happen to anybody, fool. Like that's why I don't do carnival rides. Because these motherfuckers don't have any insurance, way. So if that shit falls apart, you're done, homie.
You see the bolts like
See
halfway
the
out.
bolts already like rusted as hell. I don't do no hood carnivals, way. Fuck that. Especially nah.
You like thrills, fool? That's the biggest thrill.
Nah, fool. If you hear all that metal,
But I wonder if there was like maybe some prior incidents where he already had issues in his mind, or in his brain or whatnot, and then the roller coaster probably just made it worse. Yeah,
Yeah,
a pre-existing concern or some shit.
What you guys think about France for wanting their Statue of Liberty back?
Take that shit back.
That's just
Nah,
wild.
hell no. We gotta keep that shit, homie.
Hey, you know the story about the statue?
I know it was a gift. I don't know the story.
So it's
Go
actually
for it.
it's
Conspiracy.
actually a man. So if you go to Statue of
Oh
Liberty
shit!
and you go to the bottom of it, the base, there's a picture of it.
Stick.
There's a picture.
What the fuck, bro? Yo.
Fucking Marvin, dog.
There's a picture.
You see his sack.
There's a picture of the statue without the shirt.
That's funny.
So there's a Greek god of a transgender. The transgender Greek god is a guy dressed as a woman. So if you put up a picture of the Statue of Liberty right now, it doesn't have any boobs and the forearms are really thick and heavy.
Crazy.
So it's a guy.
But a lot of European girls have no titties, so maybe it was just that.
And then look at the face. The face has no female features.
Oh shit!
So they call it Lady Liberty, but it's supposed to be a guy.
So it was probably the first trans figure in the country.
Yeah, and then it used to be copper. Now it's all blue because of the ocean. And then I feel like, one of the ladies that does the press for Donald Trump was like, just remind them that if it wasn't for America in World War II, they'd all be speaking German right now. And she just like dropped the mic.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, plus, I love the Statue of Liberty for all what it represents. I do fuck with it. Fuck that, we're keeping that shit. What do you guys think? What do you think, David?
Can't take a gift back, bro.
Fuck that, right? Go to war for it, phone. Fuck it. Everybody gets it. Hold on. Okay, we got damn, Tesla has lost $1 trillion since December. Way. That's been wild lately, you guys. I see people are changing their emblems from the car to like other shit.
Oh, I've seen a Toyota on the Cybertruck before.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that. I don't know. What do you think? Since you're our
Republican.
I'm the political correspondent here. I think it's good for the American people for Tesla's stock price to go down because it makes the cars more affordable.
Yeah.
It also gives an opportunity to Ford and other makers in America to sell their electric vehicles because let's be honest, the most sexiest electric car in the last few years is a Tesla. If you're riding a Tesla, you're like, oh shit, that was popping, right?
Yeah.
If you're riding a fucking
EV,
a Chevy Bolt, no one's like saying, oh, this was getting hella pussy. You know what I mean? Yeah, true. So Tesla has always tried to make the cars super affordable. So I feel like people are returning their vehicles. And now people like that are secondhand or third-hand buyers of Teslas can now afford them because they're older, right? And it just gives an opportunity for other car makers to make better cars, and people can start buying American. Yeah. So I feel it's a win-win for everybody, unless you just bought a shitload of Tesla stock and then you're fucked.
Yeah, it's been going down wild, phone. I don't know. I think people have the right to protest however they want. If they feel like this motherfucker's annoying on Twitter, hey, shit. I had to mute that fool. It was annoying too much. Fool.
Yeah, I've been mute that fool too.
Like, I had to. It was just way too fucking much. A German fucking climbed the Chichen Itza's fucking pyramid, fool. Another motherfucker.
Is there a video of it?
Yeah, there is a video of it. Damn.
I didn't see it. Did he get called out?
Hell yeah.
I think they ran up after him.
Did he get smacked?
2 other people ran after
I
him.
would have beat his ass if I was there.
They have to at this point,
Yeah, they
right?
have to, bro. I remember seeing that lady that got hit with that shit, bro.
I pushed that fool down the stairs.
I would too, fool. For the fucking culture, homie.
Sacrifice that motherfucker, though.
Sacrifice that motherfucker.
Well, cause I wish I could climb that shit. Let me see. Okay, we have.
I saw it too. I'm gonna go piss.
Oh, you gotta.
Let me get it on this bitch.
Like, dog.
Go for it.
What's identical to the U.S.? Like somebody doing that here, like what would be identical? Is there anything like the White House?
Mount Rushmore, maybe?
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore, probably. Let me check it out.
Damn, dog.
Look, this was over here running up. It was 2 of them? Oh, that's the guard.
No, I think that's the guy trying to get him back down.
Like low key, I would have like on the top of that room, I would have beat his ass for it.
That's crazy though, fool. What they be thinking, dog?
Sacrifice him on top is crazy.
Sacrifice his fool on top, right?
Like he goes in, fool, just, what's up? I'm in here.
That's crazy, bro. That's fucking goddamn.
Yeah, no way. Just the disrespect, you know.
That fool needs to get fired from his job. He needs all the fucking.
He needs all the beatings,
repercussions. All the repercussions.
Beatings, so fucking a whole stoning right there.
I like TikTok do your
Stoning is
thing, find
crazy.
them.
Whole stoning is
Pinche
crazy.
chanclazo, güey.
Yeah, I think people are getting involved with that, fool, man. I wish I could climb that shit, fool. I wish I could climb that shit. I still want to, like, I wasn't blessed enough to, like, climb those fucking pyramids yet.
I climbed the.
Hopefully they opened it up, where you climb the
Teotihuacan
sun?
one, the Soy Luna one.
Man, that's crazy,
that shit was
fool.
crazy.
Wish I could do
As
that.
a kid. As a kid.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's very disrespectful. Same thing with what I told you guys about the Aztec calendar, right? Everybody could touch it.
Touch it.
I hated that too.
Yeah.
Even though I was like all over it, but it's just
Nobody
like,
else.
I hated that all these fucking
Not the light skins?
Argentinians fools. Like, oh, not the light skins. You had to be a paper bag or darker.
Paper bag, liquor store bag, fucking.
Have you guys heard about that? The whole paper bag test?
Nah, that's crazy.
And in the black community way, if you're lighter than the
Paper bag?
either you match it or and you consider you light skinned.
The tall can paper bag.
The top 10, yeah.
That's fucking funny, bro.
Oh shit,
That's
I don't know, but
hilarious,
yeah, I man, people that are shout to. Hopefully they beat that fool up, man.
Yeah, there's no more video. That'd be crazy to see what happened to him afterwards.
They cut it out. It was too
Yeah,
graphic.
too
after.
graphic, dog.
Cats in Long Beach wilding. Suspect arrested after throwing Molotov cocktail at 2 vehicles. Oh, cats as fools.
I was just on cats too. I was like, well, cats. What the fuck?
Damn, sheesh. Suspect arrested after throwing 2 Molotov cocktails at the fucking. He probably watched.
Did they injure
Goodfellas.
anything? They injure
Nah,
anything?
they just lit him up on fire.
fuck,
That shit was pretty funny, though.
Sheesh, fool.
That's
Long Beach is
crazy.
wild like that.
With those Molotovs now, fool.
Nah, that's crazy.
He probably watched.
Bro, you go over downtown LA, scare all fucking fires everywhere.
Yeah,
You seen
even
that
though on the
shit?
110, that way you should be seeing them at the having all full barbecues right there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sheesh,
Just
dog.
open fires like that.
It's just wild, dog. But yeah, I don't know. People are wild nowadays. For we're living in a. How's the year so far for you guys? Three months.
Hey,
in.
did you guys talk about Rosecrans Vic getting down and Rolling Loud already?
What do you think?
Opinions.
Opinions.
Have you guys already talked
We
about
need our
it?
correspondent. Yeah, but we need our correspondent's
Let's talk
take.
about that.
All right, so this is the information that I got from a reliable source from my source at OTR Records, right? So, or maybe I didn't say that. So apparently this guy Dejan has a report card,
Yeah.
right? And he has given himself the power to rate local artists, typically LA artists, and
He does it very well. I
It's
would say.
valid. Yeah.
in different categories, right?
Yes.
Which is rhyme and style and,
A point system.
and cultural impact and stuff
Right.
like that. And apparently, this artist, Big Swift, 562, right, out of the city of Downey, which I've interviewed before, a long time ago, didn't like the rating that he got.
Actually, that's cap. They never actually. He was never popping enough to be rated.
Okay, so then why did they fight?
They fought because on Twitter, after Dejan, like a year and a half ago, he blasted Power 106 for not having black representation on it, and I believe Big Swift is a homie that Rosecrans Vic.
Yeah.
And I guess they had like a back and forth when I see you type of shit.
Okay, so
Damn, Mo, you don't watch the pods?
that's what I got wrong.
You don't watch our pods?
I haven't
Damn.
never seen it.
Fool.
I haven't ever seen
We're
it.
jumping the homie after this.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, but what do you think, fool?
Okay.
What's your take on it?
Okay, so that makes sense. So I think Rosecrans Vic is this fool's manager.
Yes.
He manages Big Swift, right? They got down.
Well, I've heard his music. Yeah, my boy. Yeah.
I thought he was talented back in the day when I haven't heard his music recently, but I thought he had some okay songs, right? So he's not horrible. There's people who are bad. He's not that bad. He used to be a big boy like me, and he lost a lot of weight. So he squabbled up and took one to the chin. And I don't know if he got belly bumped. I don't really see a KO.
It felt like Dejan's weight was put on that.
Yeah.
So
Like he tripped
and then
kinda too.
people in the comments are like, "Damn, this fool got
Is
fucking."
those downy ankles full? You know?
I feel like people in the comments were a little too like. I think he got belly bumped to the ground, and that was a big boy, dog. You know, so I think he got knocked down that way. But I also feel like Rosecrans Vic has been pouring in time and money, so much time and money into Big Swift for so many years, and it's also his homie.
Yeah.
That at multiple, you could tell it took him a second to like, you know what, I'm gonna jump in. But that kick, fool, that Bruce Lee kick, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I think he missed, right? I think he got him in the chest or something, and he came back with the fucking field goal kick in the fucking face, dog. That's kind of brutal. Kicking a guy. What do you guys feel about kicking someone in the face when they're down?
Look, I have to take. Right? I feel like if they were still going at it, a rumble, then there's no rules. But at that point, el otro way, he couldn't even get up. Fool. To me, that's a bitch move. Like, especially when this was already down. Like, what the fuck? Catch the fool when catch it. But he also ran away like a little bitch, low key. Shout out to Rosecrans Vic. But he did run away with like kicking, and he was out. I was like, like I saw the extended version of it. The when they were facing.
Oh, it's a different angle. The different angle looks crazy too.
Yeah, the way he did it like a bitch for low key way. And I do fuck with the homie, and I'm pro. Yo, if there's a rumble, hey, there's no rules. You have to beat up whoever you gotta beat up. Yeah. But it didn't seem like that. It seemed like the fight was already getting stopped, and it was almost like, let me throw my in there, you know. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit of a bitch move for me.
I think the only way to reverse or to make this a positive, like I said, out of every negative can be turned into positive. You go celebrity boxing, 3 rounds, Big Swift versus Dejan Paul, right? That's his name.
Nah, I don't think that's already a wrap. It should be Rosecrans Vic versus Dejan Paul.
But there's just 2 different weight classes. Rosecrans Vic's too skinny for that fool.
But he kicked him.
When
he was down. Okay, how about this? First, they go 3 rounds.
Dejan wants his family.
No, it's 3 rounds. First is Big Swift versus Dejan, and then the second round, Rosecrans Vic. And it goes into a Muay Thai fight. Muay Thai kicking only, and then they go back to boxing.
Yeah.
Nah, I just think it's crazy, man. To have so much on the line, working at Power 106.
You gotta think about, like I was saying this, you gotta have self control.
Like Rosecrans Vic needs to check his homie Big Swift way, because like dog fool he almost threw your whole career out the way, fool. Because Dejan, he's still on their neck, fool. On like, I'm gonna sue. And I noticed everybody's talking about he removed his bio Power 106 so that way they're kind of like that. Why it dies down, you know?
Who did that?
Rosecrans Vic.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get fired.
I think eventually. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully,
right.
him and Dejan can work it out or figure something out. But it just sucks for him to lose because I know he's a father way, and I hate for somebody to lose.
It's Latino too, bro. Like
Latino way,
I hate that fact, you know.
But I would say that Rosecrans.
You think Dejan will be open to like talking it out?
Because he's like, yo, he tried to fucking look for that kick could have gone way worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
this one could have gone kill way. Some people's brains are softer than others way. What if he wouldn't be able to wake up to that kick? So for me, I know Dejan's trying to paint it as anti-gay, maybe anti-black, but to me it was just a bitch-ass move where the homie was down already. Like, why all that extra shit? You could have waited or till he got up, help him get up, and then catch a fair one. I don't know, but I know like all the 5'6" area has been bashing them. They disowned them like, oh, get that 5'6" out your name. I thought it was funny for him, but hopefully nobody loses their job over this, low key. Like, I wouldn't want them to lose their job.
If you were Rosecrans Vic and you lost your job, would you still keep it cool with Big Swift, even though he's your homie from like high school? If he cost you the Power 106 job?
That would be hard for me to be cool with because he put everything into jeopardy way.
He did, but the kick was not Swift's fault.
Yeah, but I feel like Swift
For sure, I think for sure, but you can't
from the
like
the
you can't put losing the job on Swift.
well, the people that were there and they spoke on it. I believe they say Swift was the one that talked to like, let me talk to you right quick.
Yeah.
Like
He
I guess the
instigated-
muscle
okay.
way. So it's like,
Yeah.
and I think Rosell kind of Vic was probably fitting himself way like, oh, I'm that guy out here maybe to where I don't know. I think it was a bad decision for the homie. Plus, it was not this day John Paul way. Like he told him, "I seen you before. I seen you multiple times. If you feel some type of way, you could have asked for that fair one. Like, well, why you have to wait for your homie to do it for you? Which was, I think, it's kind of whack. If you have an issue with the homie, you keep seeing him in events and not press him, but let your homie press him. I think it was a bitch ass move. But you know, you can however they do it in Downey, it's however they do it in Downey, fool. You know what I mean? How do you think, fool? What do you think?
I'm from Southgate, fool, so I'm not from Downey, but I be in Downey.
But I be in Downey in the gym. Shout out to the Downey gym. You might catch me there.
Do you also think that Rolling Loud is kind of turning into the feds, bro? They arrested Lefty
Yeah,
Gunplay.
They've been
word
doing
is-
that
the
though.
word is
Even
that.
in Miami way, I forgot who got arrested last time. Same thing. They do that. And I think for any concert.
Is that I was gonna say, is that the artist's fault or is that the venue for allowing the cops to come in? Or
Well,
like,
if they have a warrant, they have to allow the venue
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
anyway.
so whose fault is it Lefty's Gunplay's fault that he got arrested there?
Yeah, of course, fool.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean-
take care of your shit, fool. Take care of your fucking. I think it was like a gun
warrant.
warrant.
Yeah,
gun
warrant.
warrant. Take care of your shit, dog. You know, basically. Plus, I don't know what he really wanted to see the interview. I mean, the performance anyway. Hey, what do you think about Rolling Loud, fool? Do you feel like this one was like the most Mexican Rolling Loud of all time?
I don't really pay attention to concerts because I don't go to concerts.
Mm.
It's not my genre. I feel like people who go to concerts, it's like their thing. Like they
Yeah.
save money. They spend lots of money. They prep.
Hell yeah.
They fucking call their
The
friends
merch,
up.
fool.
They have a plan.
Yo, David, you get the VIPs.
Okay. It's like I almost compare it to Disney adults where like it's their fucking it's their what's it called? It's their identity.
Yeah.
Going to concerts
Music,
is their
yeah.
identity. And it's not mine. So obviously the people that were chosen to perform there is for a reason because it's who I'm not gonna sit in a fucking crowd of 1,000 people from 1,000 feet away to see if some fool from far away sing a song off beat and the fucking it's gonna sound like shit. Like just so I could be around other sweaty, smelly people. People are gonna be smoking weed. I don't smoke weed, bro.
Play
Like
Bacardi though.
you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be
Play
there.
Bacardi, though.
There's probably not even 1 or 2 people in the world I would do that for, dude. Like I don't even go to Drake concerts no more, just because I've already seen him perform already. Like it's not live music to me is not my thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's not as cool of an experience as I thought it was as a young person.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think it was too paisa?
Nah, it was great. I think Peso Pluma killed it. His fucking performance was dope as fuck. He threw the hits. I like Drex's joint on them. The performance with Drex's joint and Roddy Rag, that was cool. I fuck with Peso shit. OGZ was there for King Little G and Drummer Boy did a performance set. I thought it was dope that it represented more LA than previous years.
Why didn't you go?
Why did I not go away? Because who was the headliner? ASAP Rocky? That was not enough for me, dog.
Did you hear all the slack or all the disrespect that Roddy Rax was getting for the way he was dancing performing? What do you think about that?
I think he was feeling the vibe. Come on, it's rare when you're gonna be performing in that type of crowd. I just feel he was feeling himself. Shout out to the homie for doing it up.
Me too. I thought he was just feeling himself.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how they get down over there. His homies flat dancing. Like, come
Hey,
on.
fools be on that fool's neck. That fools be on that fool's neck for any little thing. Like one time he did like a TikTok dance with like his daughter, and they cropped his daughter out and then just posted him doing the TikTok dances. And like it went viral, and there people were on his bumper forever. And then like he goes, "Look, just go look at the original video," and then you can see literally him and his daughter doing the video together. Like fools be hating on that fool, and I think he's a good rapper.
I think he has a cool sound. I think he has something for sure. But I fuck with it for. I didn't go because ASAP Rocky is a headliner. Playboy Cardi, yeah, it's not enough for me. Like if it was like a Kanye West, Kendrick, where you know you're gonna get stage presence, stage showmanship, you're gonna get all the fucking fireworks or smoke screens, all that shit is dope. But yeah, they're not enough.
And then now that I think about it, the only people I still haven't seen live that I want to see live is Fuerza Regida.
You know what? Shout out to Fuerza Regida, fool. I know they get a lot of hate out here.
Did you see that they're beefing it? With Chino Pacas and Fuerza are beefing it?
No way, for real?
Okay, look. So the thing.
You have to blame the guy you're in love with for JOP, fool.
So you think
There's one common factor why everybody got beef with, fool.
Okay, so my thing is this. JOP was beefing it with Jimmy Humilde a few months ago. And then after they let the beef rise, they did a video together.
Do you think it's like
marketing
stuff?
Yeah,
Stage,
I
stage.
think JOP is that smart. That knows that some dumb people are gonna fall for it, and then it's gonna be all this shit, and then they're gonna be homies at the end.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna have like another album together, some shit like that.
Yeah,
I think it's all. I think it's all staged, bro.
Things could be, or maybe it's just when a young artist gets signed for, they're gonna get not a good deal. A lot of these fools get signed and you can't cry about it because it's your first deal. You weren't shit before they made you something. Yeah. So I just I don't know, but so that's what you're waiting to see for is for something like that?
I will go to a concert, and also to a big factor is my son wants. He keeps asking me to take him.
Okay,
that's one that I will go.
Yeah,
I put that for one.
Shoot. I've never been to a Paisa concert, fool.
Me either.
Like I haven't.
Damn, me neither.
Cause like,
damn.
Yeah, but maybe this year I do want to go to Luis Conriquez. Way. That's the one I do want to go to. Probably look into that soon. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. JOP is not enough. Maybe Peso Pluma.
Yeah, Peso Pluma was good. I took Damien.
Oh, you did go. How was that for you guys?
It was good. He enjoyed it.
I've seen Peso
He was
Pluma.
singing his heart out.
I've seen him too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
For me, I think it was more enjoyable having my son and then my girl right there too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
performance wise
was good. It wasn't like fucking something memorable for like a Kendrick concert for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That to me, I'll remember everything.
Yeah. For
Peso Pluma to me was just I was enjoying the music, enjoying my kids'
It's the
vibe.
hits, right?
Yeah, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. Floor seats, it was dope.
Yeah. This year I'm excited for I'm catching it the GNX tour full. Fucking floor seats. You're also there too, right?
Damien's going too.
We're there.
Is that June or July?
That's
May.
May.
That's coming up, dude.
Where's that at?
What's up?
It's a SoFi way.
SoFi.
Back to back. I can't wait. That's him and
You got the Sunday, huh?
I got the Saturday way.
I'm going Saturday.
You got what, Saturday?
No, wait, Friday. The first one's Friday?
The first one is Friday, yeah.
Yeah, we're going Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, I got lucky way and paid the actual price for the ticket.
Shit.
So I got floor seats for $1,200 for two.
Did you use a Affirm or Klarna?
I did not use any of them. I used,
You had to use Cash App, no?
I used Cash App. You have
Hey, low key, Cash App has Afterpay now.
You had to
They
use
do?
Cash App.
Yeah,
Nah,
Cash App got
I
Afterpay, dog.
but
No, DoorDash. DoorDash
You know
got
what?
Afterpay.
I think I tried to use
DoorDash
it.
has that shit.
That's
Pay your
crazy,
burrito
dog.
later
To get
in
in debt for
installments.
food, dog, is crazy.
Yeah, I think I was going to use Affirm and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I think because you had to have
a
funds
Cash App.
in Cash App.
Okay, because it was through the Cash App.
Yeah,
code,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Go to the Cash App. I was able to
I was
get
like, all right,
those.
fuck it, whatever.
And right now the tickets are the price for mines. They're like $1,800 per ticket.
Damn.
Flang them.
Yeah, wait. So yeah, I actually have 4 tickets, low key.
Yeah,
I'm trying to snag the other ones.
You told me.
So I got them. I got 2 tickets right in front of the great fucking front of the rail too. Then I got the floor seat. So I'm selling the ones that are on the first level. Yeah, but yeah.
I got a homie that's trying to go, so.
Oh, hey, well, tell them
1,800.
I'll do 1,500 for both.
That's not bad, though.
1,500 for
no.
both.
That's not fucking
For
bad.
first row.
I'm not gonna lie though, I paid $1,500 for 3.
Yeah, I got section 120 for first row next to the fucking rail.
Oh,
There's nobody in front of you.
Sick.
That's why I got it for my daughter, so that way nobody could block her. Now we're going on the floor. And I have her the aisle seat. But I'm going to that one, and I'm also going to the weekend concert this year. For me and my girl, my son, and my daughter going to.
All of you guys going.
All of us. So that's what we're excited for. The weekend.
You still bumping the album?
The weekend.
That's
You
in,
still bumping the album?
I'm still bumping that.
That's in June, no?
That's in June, yeah. Yeah, so it's a back-to-back. I'm like, man, this is, for me, summer. That's why I'm trying to get my workout ready, because of the pictures.
You want Kendrick to see without a shirt on?
I want to fit into an extra large merch. Fool.
It has to go large, fool.
Huh?
The extra large shit I got from Schoolboy Q just didn't shrink.
Yeah, fool, I do have a couple of TDE shit that I got to lose weight for. Because it was popping back then to have tight shirts. Not no more. Now I'm going back to 2X también right now, fool. Shit, but yeah, that's what we have going on this year. Anything else y'all want to talk about?
Nah, what's up? What's
Anything
new?
else coming up?
What you got going on?
Not much, bro.
No, further we can wrap it up. I do gotta start packing, but I'll catch you guys next week. Where can we find you, Knomoe?
Find me on my personal Instagram is Knomoe23, KNOMOE23. Find me on my Lit Outlet page on Instagram at the THELITOUTLET. Damn, I never spelled that shit out. The Lit Outlet. But most importantly, follow us on YouTube.
Shout out to you. Where can we find you guys? Dave, where can we find you?
Colt Media. David Colt Media on Instagram.
911 and
SCLA clips.
Silly Clips, Prime God, the South Central God.
Prime God.
You're gonna get some
Ozempic God.
Ozempic God. Hey, fucking blessings on your journey, Wade. Hey, come back every week and give us an update, Wade.
I'm gonna start weighing myself on camera.
Hey, how long are you gonna do it
Shirtless
for? How
updates.
long are you gonna do it for?
At least like I think 3 or 4 months.
Hey, have you thought about documenting it?
Yeah, but nah, I don't got time for that.
Oh, you
shit.
should on
Why
TikTok,
the
bro.
fuck not? It's just you personal.
Instagram.
You took a picture without a shirt, I'm sure, Wade.
Everyone's done that. Everyone's done that. I didn't do it this time, but I've done it before. I've done it before, but not recently.
Hey, hopefully it works out for you,
yeah,
fool.
for
Like,
sure.
I'm not gonna shame nobody with that do what they gotta do, but hey, shout out to you, and hopefully it works out for you, and you get to go shirtless this summer, enjoying the squad.
Fuerza Regida concert.
Fuerza Regida with the champ. Make sure you guys tune in to our Patreon. Make sure you subscribe, and catch you guys next week. And we out.